Hello, I am here by the way. Can you guys not actually hear the audio? I don't actually know what's going on. There's supposed to be Duels of the Roses music playing, but I don't know, when I unmute the stream it's not there. It's just not there. I don't know why. Very, very, very confusing. But this is a pretty sporadic stream, right? I literally just decided to do it a few minutes ago. But when it picks up a little bit, probably get started. So feel free to get engaged. I know you guys want to lurk, and it's fine. I always encourage activity though, because it's like I don't want to stream to 0 people. I don't know if someone's like turned on the stream and then like went AFK because I was back, and then they get back and yeah. Oh, you hear the music? I don't know why I don't. I know why I don't hear it. I'm stupid because it's playing through my headphones that are muted, so that I don't get doubled up audio. Hey Spartan. Okay, cool. I don't even know how long I'll be doing this stream for, but I have a classic fabled dilemma, right? Classic fabled Yu-Gi-Oh dilemma of seems like some pretty cool ideas for duels, like, you know, AI duels. You know, you'd think that'd be pretty cool, right? You just put all the AI against each other and you make a big tournament or whatever, but it's actually terrible. Even if you pick like one aggressive AI versus a relatively normal AI, they will tend to just stalemate, effectively ruining any hopes of like a good duel between the AI and the AI. Hey Mauricio, Happy New Year. It's almost been a full month since then, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. Also, you retracted Cursed Dragon. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, man? Cursed Dragon's cool. I don't know, I like him. Okay. Watch it. There we go. My emulator was paused. And we have the camera. Oof. Oof. It's me. What's up? Me in my natural habitat. Had nowhere else to put the thing on the screen, so here we are. Thursday, like that Simpsons meme. Yeah, the Simpsons meme from an episode of an irrelevant season. So yeah, I don't know. I've heard of that meme, but I don't know. I'm just like, I got a filter right. If I watch the Simpsons and it's like HD or like crisp quality, I immediately know it's in the era of digital animation where the Simpsons already fell off the deep end. So like, I actually remember as a kid, right, watching The Simpsons, you know, hearing it announced in the, like, for the afternoon or whatever, and it was great. But then if you heard new episodes and Simpsons in the same context, it was just like, nah, fuck that, I don't want to watch it anymore, because it was just terrible. I'm sorry to tell you, but yeah. Okay, anyway. So, any ideas, right? So part of the reason I want to do this is to demonstrate like how difficult it can be to get a decent AI duel. And because I've put, for example, I thought this would be a good idea, right? I gave myself Marco's deck, and then I put Marco AI, and then I played against Richard, so it'd be pretty cool, right? Richard versus Marco, like, you know. Within about, I don't know, 6 or 7 turns, they both had enough monsters on the field, and they both decided they wouldn't play anything anymore, and they also decided that they wouldn't move any of their cards anymore. So whoever just happened to deal the most damage within the only battle sequences they had is declared the winner by attrition, I guess. So Attrition of Darkness. There you go. There's one for you. There's the token shitty joke for all you guys. I got top chat on. Why do I have that? Give me live chat. Live chat, please. Okay. I don't know if anyone's typed anything in the last few minutes. I don't know why stream's saying I have 2 concurrent viewers. I don't even know if that's correct. But it feels weird to talk to 0 people. So, yeah. Pardon me if things are a bit strange. I don't know, you'll have to forgive me. The last time I was streaming, you know, the starter decks and everything, I had like 30 to 40 viewers, so this is surprising. I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't streamed in ages and YouTube isn't pinging it out. Maybe it's just a weird time. I don't know. But I wonder if I saved this, because I should have Marco's deck here. But no, I did not. Why don't we make a deck? Feel free to give me ideas. We'll make a deck, and then I'll pick an AI that can play it, and I'll also select cards based on what the AI can play for the deck theme, blah, blah, blah. I already know this stuff, and it's, like, way too complex to explain all about the AI in, like, a short period of time. It's better to answer questions if anyone wants to ask me about an AI or any behaviors with the AI. If I know it, I can answer it, and I do like talking about that sort of stuff. Now it says 0 concurrent viewers. Why? The panic starting zone, basically they will just play in the empty spaces and not move. So once the top right and top left spaces are taken up, if it's an AI that doesn't know to move their cards out of the way to open up their summoning space, then they will just stop playing stuff. Not 100% who does and who doesn't do that, but Pegasus will always move cards out the way to play more. He's just designed to do that way, probably because they assumed he was going to be doing that a lot. But I don't actually think that all of them do that. And apparently we have more than 10 viewers, so this is a good time. This is a good time. For anyone to suggest ideas for a deck, then we will try to find an appropriate duel for that. So, yeah. Also, desktop audio. Let me know how the volume is. I know the music is actually disabled. That's because I've got the sound glitch, and I just thought I'd roll with it. I don't know, I thought it'd be cool. You get to hear the game without the music. You can just put whatever music you want in the background. I think that's reasonable, right? Refreshing my stream page, because I don't know what the hell is going. Something with shield and sword, but the AI are never going to use that properly. I mean, I could give Joey AI. Hey, Samuel. What's going on? Mr. Rodriguez. I need to, like, project my voice to do the R rolling thing, so I'm not going to do that. It's like 10:15 p.m. Hey, Dransler, how am I? I am good. Thank you very much for asking. It's been, like, a huge year. A lot of nothing happened, but, you know, the whole... Everyone gets that buzz around New Year where they start, you know, getting their life back in gear, if anything's been missing. Which is kind of what I've been doing. Again, here's the problem, guys. The AI are never going to do that. The AI are never going to communicate bats with Jigen Bakudan and all these cards. They are never, ever, ever going to do that properly. Even if they were programmed to do that. Deckmaster K probably has an idea that wants to do that, but the check probably doesn't work. It's better to just suggest a monster type, and then we go from there. And again, with all due respect, if we don't have any good suggestions, then I'm just going to... make a deck that I think works, because I think people don't really understand how complex it is to try and make these things work. You can't just make a deck and put an AI with it and it works. Like, that's just not how it works. Take a shot every time I say works and you'll be dead. Yeah, I know it's sad. Trust me. Trust me when I say the AI not doing what you want it to do is absolutely shocking. And good morning, Gribbleshins. What even is that? Gribbleshin sounds like a Harry Potter thing. I don't know. Anyways, look, if we're not going to suggest things, I'm just going to make my own deck. Fine, that's okay. Let me pop out the chat. I need to bloody do... Why does it always do top chat? I want live chat so I can see your guys' messages. Rock deck. Okay, let's do a rock deck. Not a bad suggestion. Whew. Alright, so for a rock deck, let's see. Seto's scheme. Wait, that's the do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. The piano. I didn't do a very good impression of a piano there, I'm sorry, but yeah. I don't have a real one next to me to play. Alright, if we're gonna do a rock deck, let's go to the rocks. A rock deck on the rocks. That sounds pretty good right now. It is a heat wave here, guys. It was 41 degrees Celsius today, which is over 105 Fahrenheit for any of the United States viewers. I don't know if I had any United States viewers. I don't know, maybe like lunchtime in the eastern states, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Thinking of a meme deck that the AI could use. Yeah, good luck with that. You could make like a burn deck work. You could, like Deckmaster K will activate all LP recovery and burn cards. Revival of Dark Knight when Setter revives him. Which one is that? There's like 4 different, like, doom, like those sorts of things that is just like a, oh, look, it's a evil guy music. Those are from, yeah, they're not as, everyone's like, oh, the soundtrack's so good, and it's like, yeah, but like 1/3 of it is just like, oh, like just, you know. What am I doing, by the way? All right, let's do like one of each rock. Except Mystical Sand and Stone D. Why? Because we are going to add some cards that fuse with those. Let's improve the deck a little bit. We want to give ourselves a chance. Oh, look, the second highest deck cost rock in the deck is Giant Soldier of Stone. Let's get rid of everything that's more than 4 stars, and then we'll have a pretty interesting time. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Pretty sporadic live stream. I really did not expect to do this. But here we are. Here we are, my friend. So welcome. Let's do Yamatano Dragon Scrolls, because I don't know. Look, it's kind of a stretch. But paper is like a dead material. So is rock. I don't know. Divine! What's up? Nice little Yoshi avatar you've got there. Reptiles refuse to make dinos. Yes, but best type in the game? No, absolutely not. Mechahawk, welcome. It's good to have US viewers, and I mean that because actually 1/3 of my viewership is US, and 60%, I'm not kidding when I say more than 50% of my viewership come from countries where English is not their first language, which is absolutely fine, but it does mean there's a language barrier, and also a bit of a cultural barrier. You know, I don't think a lot of people talking from Brazil or Indonesia have the same, you know, memories and culture and idea of Duels of the Roses and around that time period and everything that a lot of people in, like, you know, UK, US, and Australia would. Atea Fairy mixed with Bugsy? What, is that Bubsy? Like Bubsy 3D? No, you mean bugs, right? Like insects? I could do, but it would kind of suck, with all due respect. The other thing I'm going to add is a 4-star female so that I can make, or the deck can make, Mystical Sand. So, oh, wait a minute. There's a 3-star card that works in vanilla. Or there's 2 of them, I think. One of them's Goddess of Whim, so I'm just going to add that because, I don't know, she's a pretty cool card. She is pretty cool. I don't know, what do you guys rate? Do you guys rate the Goddess of Whim? She's got leaves for hair, man. It's pretty cool. Oh, look. Yep, she does have feet. There you go. For all you, the fruity guys out there, you know. Now you know. Alright, how many cards have I got? 24 monsters. What deck leader should we do? I guess, I want Stone D or Mystical Sand. You're from Germany. Germany is a pretty cool country. I actually, I really rate the German language and accent. Very, very cool place. There's one thing I feel bad about Germany for. They actually, the mask standards there, you actually have to wear the N95. Whereas, like, pretty much anywhere else I know, the masks, like, that you have to wear aren't regulated. So I've just been wearing a fucking cotton mask everywhere now that we got the mandate. They mandated masks like a week ago, and they're going to open up the borders here now. So finally, after all these years, like 2 or more, WA is literally going to have a mask. Like, we're just going to be wearing masks now. Whereas we really didn't for the last 2 years, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, once we've added in our monsters, we're going to add in equips. You can't not add in equips, honestly. AI. Like, you need to make a deck that makes sense so the AI can automatically play decent hands, or else that will just never, ever, ever, ever work out for you. NPCs are really dumb in this game. Yes, they are, actually. They are dumb. So much so that they're like a pile of crap. The thing that hides in the mud? I like it! He's a cool deck leader. Because, I don't know, his model looks cool. That's all I've got to say about that card. Everything else, I forget how bad it is, because it's like Lamoon, where I'm just like, this card just exists to be set as a deck leader. Because it's 5 stars, and it looks awesome. And it has absolutely nothing else going for it. I can't believe this game, man. Invigoration being 15 deck cost. Who the hell? Who the hell made this game, man? Oh! Spring Rebirth, that's the card we want. We have 7 free slots. What is... what should we add in, guys? We actually have quite a bit of deck cost to work with. Kiko Man. How's it going? Isn't that the... soy sauce company? I've eaten Kiko Man soy sauce before. Liquid Beast or Dorova. They're the 2, like, weirdest looking cards. And all those cards that have, like, a moving texture as skin is so strange. It's possible to make Brachioratus with 1 star. Yeah, I believe you. So, that would be... Alright, so Sinister Serpent is 1 star. But don't you get Mega Zowler if you mix Sinister Serpent with, what's it called? That 1-star rock. Ancient Jar. Gravity Bind. Fisher. Alright, let's do it. Scott's going full ham with the suggestions. Widespread Ruin. Alright, let's do it. Let's absolutely... Oh, no, this will be so cool if this works. I don't actually think it does, right? But imagine, you know the leader ability, right? Improve resistance for same type friendlies. Imagine if you keep dark holing and then or just use Widespread Ruin around your cards and they just can't explode. I think if the enemy triggers Widespread Ruin, I think it actually works that way. But I'm pretty sure if you dark hole, your cards aren't protected with that effect. I think I tried that with fairies, because I was just like, that would be the stupidest thing ever. If you could just have a fairy deck and just dark hole the board and just kill everything but your monsters. Just with 1 card. Like, that card's already broken as hell anyway. Level 1 Aqua. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I honestly forget the fusions sometimes. Especially, like, Brachioratus, like a fusion that I'm never gonna make unless I'm doing a dinosaur deck. Okay, Widespread Ruin. Okay, so 1 of you suggested it, and then 1 approved, so I'm going to add in 2 of those. And then what else have we got? Gravity Bind and Fisher. Or as I used to call it as a kid, Gravity Bind. There is no way... hey, Nor, how's it going, man? What's up? You're back. I keep forgetting what country you're from, by the way. But it must be a pretty chill place. Earthshaker makes sense. Hey, you'd be surprised. Seto Kaiba used Earthshaker, which really surprised me. I'm just gonna add it in anyway. What else was I supposed to add? So I added Widespread, blah, 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 blah. I was supposed to have Gravity Bind, and there was something else. Fisher. There we go. Fisher, I think, fits a rock deck, for sure. It's just, Alright, let's say Deckmaster K has... He wants to play Fisher right. If he has any monsters on the field, he probably is not going to activate it. Because he thinks one of his own monsters is going to die.
However, if he has no monsters on the field, he will probably activate it. Wait, what about female? Oh, that's right, Egypt. Yeah, very interesting country. I've never really met or talked to anyone from Egypt. What about female? Did I get those? I guess, yeah, I got 3 Goddess of Whim. What are we doing today? We're just dueling the AI. Panic the only person that uses field spell cards. So someone left a comment on my video the other day. I haven't tested this. Apparently, Pegasus would use Toon World if Toon World gets to your side of the field, but I haven't tested that. It's not that I don't believe him. I think that's actually a pretty reasonable thing, and I think Pegasus AI is way more complex than I've tested, because I've never really tested what he does when he gets to your side of the field, because he won't unless you bait him there. And guys, after making hundreds of videos on this game, I don't really want to sit there and bait Pegasus to attacking me only for him to activate all these tremendous fires and kill me. I really don't have the patience for that. But anyway, back to the Panic thing. The reason why Panic uses field spells is he actually has a flag to activate all of his spell cards, and then there's a flag saying don't activate a spell card, which sometimes triggers. But if you give Panic AI a deck full of spells, he will literally just flip the first spell he draws face up every single turn. Like, I'm not kidding. I have tested this. And yes, Kaiba uses his mountain card. I don't know if you've watched my AI videos, but I mentioned that as well. You should really watch my last... I think that the first AI one I did the other day, where I duel a machine deck versus Chakra. That's probably the best AI duel I'm ever going to get. But yeah. If Seto Kaiba gets a mountain field to the middle of the field, he will activate it. That's actually his play. We got 2 spaces left, guys. 2 spaces. What's rock like? I think, you know what I want to do, actually, is Labyrinth. Because they're, like, kind of rock-related, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Magical Labyrinth. Okay, so the deck cost is 957. We can duel probably 1 duelist in the game. Because, you know, that's... we're playing vanilla. Okay, not literally, but we can probably duel... Good 10 people. Grave Robber. Nah, I've already added in my cards, so... I could add Grave Robber in instead of a second widespread rune, though. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Labyrinth deck. We can still do that. It depends how long I can be bothered playing this game, if I'm being honest with you. And that always depends how the stream goes. So, yeah. Alright, now, question is, who do we duel? Basically, we can duel anyone with a deck cost higher than us. The question of if it will work or not is up for debate. We're going to find that out the hard way. I want to say, though... What was I going to say? There was something I was going to say, like, literally 20 seconds ago, and then I didn't say it, and I've forgotten it. Long... What's long? My hair. Well, thank you for noticing. We're just talking about Panic. I'm gonna get trashed by Panic, actually. Yeah, he's 982. I think I'm gonna get absolutely trashed by Panic. I was actually thinking Tristan for a test run. Keith? You hate Keith. Keith actually sounds tempting because we're on fair ground. Oh, Long Monster. Yeah, they don't call him Stone D for no reason, buddy. Imam Bugja, thanks for still playing this. You are welcome. Thank my insanity for keeping me here, I don't know for how long. I can't escape this game, you know, it's very, very strange. It's my origin. Yeah, 757. It's a funny number, isn't it? Because that number doesn't mean anything to, like, anyone except us. It's the same with, like, the amount of times I've abbreviated Deckmaster K as DMK, and then I saw a license plate the other day that said DMK on it, and I'm just like, literally no one would give a shit about that, but I read it, and I'm just like, haha, Deckmaster K. Autism. Okay. Why don't we duel Panic? Alright, this is what I was going to say, actually. This is what I was going to say. I remembered. So, if you want to watch how to do this, watch my AI videos. I literally tell you how to do it. You won't see that happening. I'm going to try to do this so smooth that you don't know what is going on at all. Let's see if that'll work. To do this, I need to open up... I need to be sneaky. Open up the debug window. You guys ready? You guys ready for a duel against Panic where we get our ass kicked and then we can lose to Keith after that? Okay? And we are the Red Rose. So... Alright, we ready? Hey Blair, how's it going? How do you get Ryoku? You take the game... Alright, you lubricate it, and you shove it up your ass. That's how you get Ryoku. Nah, just kidding. Nice badge, by the way. That's quite the flex. It doesn't... If I hover over it, it doesn't say how long that is. I don't even know, but I don't know. You're supporting me, so thanks. Thanks for the E-bucks. Blair, he worked on the mod, and now he's... he made all the modding tools for me, and now he's simping for me. Okay, why don't we do it? Why don't we finally do it? You guys ready for a AI duel? And you can see how hit and miss it is. This is like going to be absolutely boring, or it's going to be very, very interesting. Either way, here we go. Let's start. And now in our thing, what I'm going to do is I change this to Deckmaster K AI, which will be 16. So the AI is just automatically going to play as Deckmaster K now. And I don't need to change Panic AI because I want Panic AI. So that's cool. Hey Jason, how's it going? Yeah, it's still addicting. I mean, I'm still playing this game even though I hate it. Man, I don't hate this game. I really like it. It's just pretty exhausting. Oh no, he's using all of his equips on the piece of crap. He's just lost already. He's just lost already, man. I can't believe it. And he's passing. Why are you passing, my friend? You have cards you can play. Oh no, you are like minutes late, buddy. You wanna refresh for sure. He should have known, man. He should have known Panic's gonna have a trap card. How did he just assume he didn't? Rock Ogre Grotto. See, this is another interesting thing with the AI. It's good when you make it as an enemy because, look, you can put... you can pretty consistently play these 2000 attack-ish cards, but you can't really get the AI to stack their equips on their most powerful card. Unless you only give them powerful cards, basically. Wait, did you say the thing that hides in the mud? I thought you meant us. I thought you were talking about sandstone, so no, I don't regret that because sandstone is cooler. The thing that hides in the mud is only 4 stars, so it sucks. Oh my god, he's just gonna activate that effect and use Yarmadron and create some neutral terrain, so he's pretty big-brained here. Oh, he finally played a monster. Finally. I was getting worried he was like broken. Earthshaker. He's out of... The reason why he played a spell, by the way, is he's already got 5 monsters out in the field, so that's not too surprising. He just played the first spell in his hand, but he won't activate Earthshaker unless he thinks it's a good idea. Yeah, the thing that hides in the mud. It's just like... It's just so descriptive, isn't it? It's just like, oh, I'm so sick of coming up with these names, man. Like, Kamagiri Manitobu #2. And he's just like, nah, fuck this. I'm just going to call this card the thing that hides in the mud because I looked at some mud outside and I thought it would be cool if there was a monster hiding in it. Its original name is probably just like Rock Dude or something, knowing this game. What is this guy doing? Don't move that out the way. What are you doing, man? Oh, there he goes. Oh, what a play. What a mind-blowing play. Also, let me know if the volume levels are fine. And let me know if you enjoy the music free. I know people really like the soundtrack in this game, but you can always just play the soundtrack on YouTube in a different tab. Unless you have a bad computer with like 4 gigs of RAM that can't run more than one Chrome tab without dying, but he's got Yarmadron out in the fields. That's interesting. And he's gonna defend with his monster on the side of the field. This is already looking very bad, by the way. No one's gonna move and advance a card, I don't think. Maybe he will, and he'll just keep baiting out his... Ooh! Don't activate it, man! You'll kill yourself! Don't do that. Don't do that. There he goes, activating the spell. I mean, you guys can laugh if you want. It is funny, but I have seen him do that literally dozens of times before. And I did read that, Fabio. The strongest card in the game is the highest attack one, right? Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But I don't know. I can't say it's the best. But if you say strongest, then literally it is the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Pretty direct translation. Right. Imagine if it was the thing that hides in the mud romanized. Like, and not actually written in Japanese. Play Mako's theme on repeat. I mean, it's a good theme, but it doesn't play long enough to repeat it for that long. I'd go insane. See, he's using all of his equips on like a morphing jar. It's not a very good idea, mate. Not a very good idea, mate. That's just not how you play the game, you know? Wait, he Grave Rob Time Seal, and he's gonna... Oh my god, what a play! That is actually incredible. That was actually a decent play. Shame it probably won't amount to anything. Oh, whip up an attack. Oh, alright, see you in a sec, Mako Orc. I'm just laughing at the fact, like, Yarmadron, like, did they seriously think that was a good card? It just dies to a vanilla Whiptail Crow on normal terrain. Like, what actually is the point of Yarmadron? What actually is the point? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, Kiko, man, that's Marky Avatar, right? From Love Live. I have a friend that actually really, like, always uses, like, Marky avatars on, like, Discord and stuff. And when they have someone else, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it's like someone's... Because, you know, actually, this is a weird take, but it's kind of true. When you see people's avatars, it kind of vaguely represents them. It's almost like their internet face. Should have gained power on normal. So it'd be like an immortal, but shit. That's not a good combo, okay? It's not a good combo. I don't know, but yeah, it's weird because I never really watched Love Live, but then Marky is like, it's like a symbol of familiarity almost, which is very strange, but oh crap. Now this guy is never going to play a defense mode card ever again. Watch this. The thing about, like, a card like Gorgon's Eye is, say, Gorgon's... Oh, shit, look at that. That's a 3,430 defense. That's a lot. Yeah, but again, it's hard to weigh efficiency when it takes time for that card to activate, because it's just not as good as thing. You're glad I recognize her. Why are you glad? Is that because you're investing more stocks in me? Because are you glad that I have good taste? Is that what you're saying? Also, what's a cut? Cut what? My hair? No way, that's not happening. Don't even suggest it. Maybe when I'm like older and wrinkly and my hair's thinner, then I'll do it, but I got a few years before that, so nah, not yet. Clovis coin. Dotter coin, we should do it. And the coin would look like the red rose like on one half and the white rose on the other side. Cut of life points. Right. What is even going on? It's got these, like, permanently spellbound cards, and I think we're stalemating here. Because if you see what's happening, the Mystical Sand is just gonna be... Oh, shit. Okay, something happened. The Mystical Sand is not gonna want to move off that tile. Because it'll die to Reaper of the Cards. But Reaper of the Cards won't attack it, because it can't defeat it on that normal tile. Yeah, what's the deal with NFTs? If you guys want to talk about them, we can get them out of the way now, because... NFTs, man, it's just, I'm kind of surprised they weren't a thing earlier. You know, you'd think people would be trying to launder money by selling pictures of terrible drawings as early as possible, because artists and the people who do the in-house auctions with artwork figured that out at least, like, 40 years ago, I think. Like, you know those paintings that are just dribble back and forth? Like, they're not artistic, okay? They're not good. They're literally money laundering schemes. And, like, these artists that make those things are literally, like, psychiatric patients that, like, rich people groom and, like, condition, and, you know, they set them up as artists and they invest all this stock in them. And then they can launder money by, under the guise that you're paying $5 million for artwork, when it's literally just crap, okay? I don't care what anyone says. Hey there, Zod, how's it going? Yeah, front for illegal dealing. Exactly, it's money laundering. Castlevania NFTs, why do they have to do that to Castlevania? Why do they have to do that? They stalling now? I'm pretty sure this is just over now. Yeah, like, look. No. I'm waiting for him. Actually, I think he can get Leaf. Why is he not attacking? The Yarmadron isn't attacking into that card. But he's not defending either? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're Konami we're talking about. Okay, so Deckmaster K lost. That's the conclusion here. So there you go, guys. The first example of why I'm not going to be doing, like, full-on series of AI duels or anything, because this is just 95+% of the time this happens. I'm glad you like my videos. I hope you look through the whole backlog, because I probably made all of the best videos I'm ever going to make about this game already. Like, they're all done. I took it down. No, it's actually unlisted, and the reason why was I literally just, like, I was just having a very, very bad day, and I was just full-on unfiltered toxic in that. But for anyone watching, please do not buy Lenovo product. I can elaborate and explain to anyone who wants, but it's just so much easier for me to just say, please do not, and just for your own benefit. Not because I have an ego about it, but literally because it's the worst, one of the worst experiences I've had with a company in my entire life. And I'm not exaggerating, because this laptop cost me over $500, and it was barely used, and it stopped working. And the customer service was so bad. I'm not kidding. It was so bad that I was, like, skeptical I was being scammed. It was like an inside job that one of the support guys referred me to, like, scam. I'm not even kidding, by the way. You can call me stupid, you can call me paranoid, you can call me delusional. But when I've already been fucked out of $500, the last thing I want to do is lose that laptop. Yeah, so this laptop, I'm paying for it to get fixed. And the thing is, okay, sorry, I really should close this duel up, but I'm just kind of, like, talking. So I'm gonna finish talking before I move on. But this is obviously, yeah, Panic's won this. What I was expecting Panic to do, by the way, is after Yarmadron, like, attacks into that trap card, Panic just plays, I don't know, Summon Skull and kills him. Anyways. So, instead of going through with the warranty process, because I'm still in the warranty, like the 6-month warranty, actually, of Lenovo in the laptop that I bought, I do not trust these motherfuckers, and I also have one guy, a PC guy that I know, that I trust, very much so. He doesn't really stick his leg out and give me mates rates or anything, but I know he doesn't pull any punches. He doesn't bullshit me. He respects me and knows that I know a couple things about computers. So instead of going through the whole Lenovo process, warranty and everything, I literally just paid this guy like 120 out of pocket. I think that's how much it costs. I think that's 2 hours worth of their charge. Which, look, it's more money than I think I don't know. It's quite a bit of money for basically he just reset the disk and reinstalled Windows, and I assume he changed the BIOS because you know, just to clear all the bloatware garbage and shit, like, you know, McAfee fucking McAfee. And what was I talking about? Okay, the point is, I've already lost $500 on this stinking fucking laptop that I thought I would just give the business of my friend that I trust $120 for him to fix it and clear it up, rather than go through this dodgy as hell Lenovo process. I mean, I was getting emails from sandra.gomez@dhl.com, but the person sending those emails was signing off as Wenley. So who the fuck is Sandra Gomez? Sorry for swearing, but I swear anyways. Yeah, the thing is, that's what I wanted when I bought an IdeaPad, I just wanted a laptop that works, and I didn't think that was too much to ask for. Influence and negative word of mouth and action. Yeah, I'm such an influencer. It's funny thinking that, because, you know, the whole cancel culture thing, I was like, imagine if, like, something really scandalous happened, and, like, I got cancelled or something, and I'm just like, what, you're gonna cancel a 7,000 subscriber Duels of the Roses channel? Like, who loses? Open debug window, and we gotta change to the player. Do I have King of Yami Makai? Yes. Okay. Alright, buddy. I could just surrender here, but... Cursed play. Ritual. Clovis plays a ritual. I can't believe it. Look at that attack drop from 3,800 to 2,300. He's gonna make normal anyway, so fuck it. There we go. That's lethal. Yeah, well, there you go. And I try to communicate to my IT guy that, like, I could have gone through the warranty process, but I'm literally paying him out of pocket to fix this thing because I hate Lenovo that much and I do not want to deal with them for a second. Yeah, that's right. 20 less customers for Lenovo. What a big loss. Oh yeah, and you'll notice, by the way, we get the slot reel off the player's deck if you do this. You don't actually get these cards, by the way, which is funny. Indoctrinator. Yep, that's right. I've literally groomed you all into not buying Lenovo. Just buy a fucking Dell. This video was not sponsored, but buy literally anything other than Lenovo. Oh, what a hole. I can stick an invigoration on a fused Stone D. That's right. You're all gonna be, like, corralled into a room and forced to watch, like, a Lenovo Rage compilation. Buy parts. Not for a laptop, though. This was a laptop. Should we duel Stone D? Should we? Huawei. I would say no. I'm a bit of a Samsung guy. For me, it's like you're either an Apple person or use the best Android phone possible, and I do personally believe that Samsung, the Galaxy series, are the best Android phones you can get. And again, no, I'm not sponsored by Samsung. If I was, I would... I don't know, I'd have free Samsung phones. That would be cool. Sponsor me, Samsung. There you go. Yeah, Lenovo's a gamble, and that fits because, gambling... I know this. I worked at a casino. Gambling is actually very deeply embedded in Chinese culture. So there you go. We we need to open up the debugger again. No, don't create a block dump. Oh! I didn't actually select that. So this will be Deckmaster K AI, which will be 16. Look at that. HP customer support. I have not. I've never actually... I don't know if I bought a Hewlett-Packard computer at all. But I think customer service in general, someone left this comment on my video about Lenovo, is that everyone's outsourcing theirs to just random countries, and there's just no communication. Locked in the Apple ecosystem. I mean, look, I don't even hate these companies for doing practices such as setting up their devices in a way that rewards you using them more often. Here he goes again. Oh, he might do Ancient Jar face-up defense, actually. We'll watch. Of course he's going defensive. There's a Labyrinth tile in the middle. Of course. Yeah, I wonder if there's any good possible setup of cloud with Windows, because it's funny, like, the amount of things that are convenient now, but aren't. Like, and technology's always going to be like that. You're always going to get new things in technology and think, like, why didn't we have this for the last 20 years? One of these things is, like, the most convenient way for me to transfer a picture from my phone to my computer is actually to upload it in a private Discord server, and then I open up Discord and just download it from that server. Or via airdrop. Holy shit, man. Like, a plane comes in, it's just like, phew, there's your new document or whatever. Just drops your files off. $777. I'll be honest, I didn't even really pay. He's got 3 of them. Yeah, he won! He got 1,000,000 life points. Images. The funny thing is, though, if it's a private channel on a public Discord server, you might want to be careful what images you're posting. How can you fix this problem? I don't know exactly what your problem is, with all due respect. The process for playing any game on PS2 through USB drive is one specific thing. You need to figure out how to do that. Once you've done that, all you need to do is have the patched ISO on your USB stick, and the game will read it just the same as if it's Duelist of the Roses, which is very, very interesting. Hey, Black Lotus. Oh, sorry, let me correct that. Bleforklatus. Nah, I'm just kidding. What's up? Nah, you're careful. Good. Hey, I try to be careful too, but we all make mistakes. I think once I posted a less than tasteful meme in, like, the general chat, but luckily my Discord is so dead that no one... No, you did not do that! That was your only hope of winning this duel, man. This is what I mean, guys. If you think the AI is stupid when you're playing against them, wait until the AI plays against itself, and it has no idea what it's doing. This duel's just done. Clean pronunciation of what? What did I say? What was I talking about? I don't even know. Quick share in Samsung. Look, I'll be fair. Features that always give me, like, pop-ups, I just scrub them off and I ignore them. Even if they're a useful feature. Look at that! He's attacking with Tristan. Look at that. Tristan is overpowered. What if... No, Deckmaster K can't get Destiny Draw. Only Seto Kaiba and Yugi AI can get Destiny Draw, by the way. If you didn't know that, now you know. And those 2 AI duelists can only Destiny Draw Ryoku or Mirror Force. Yeah, the Golgoyle. He's getting hella value out of that. Oh, right, yes. Fork. P win. They're both AI. Where's the game music? Sound glitch occurred in the emulator, and I just thought I'd leave it. So that way, you can play your own music. Oh my god. By the way, if you haven't seen my video on Destiny Draw Kicker, man, definitely check that out. That is one of the better videos, and it's also one of the more, like, 100% info is correct videos. It's so funny, man, because I remember after I made the video on that, after GMS data mined all the info... Oh, wait, no, it's not Ryoku, it's Raigeki. Sorry, I get them confused because they start with R and they're powerful. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. And, like, someone commented a week after I uploaded the Destiny Draw video saying it's wrong. And I'm just like, man, I can't believe how stupid people are. I can respect if I had no idea what I was talking about and I just randomly uploaded a video. But this is, like, literal factual information from the game. Like, directly extracted from the game. This is the most accurate information possible that I presented in a video and someone says that it's wrong. Yep, Blafork Latest. Yogi! Okay. Time for a new deck, I think. Oh. Any suggestions, guys? Oh, look at that. I see magic trick. I can change the top tile from purple to orange. How about a spellcaster deck? Yes, actually. Let's do that. Can we do a dark spellcaster deck? Because I really like dark spellcasters. I don't know if you know that, guys. I don't know if you know. What am I doing? Type sort. And then attribute sort. So we got the dark spellcasters. Oh, look at all these cool cards. Yeah, so the funny thing is about Raigeki is that a few AI, they have a flag to use it, but, of course, like all flags in the game, they're terrible and or literally broken. Like, some flags in the game literally do the exact opposite of what they're supposed to do. There is no way I'm doing Earth Spellcasters. Look, with all due respect, I know the memes are funny, but... with the AI duels, if we just create shit decks, it's going to be really boring for everyone. We stand Dark Elf. Simp for Dark Elf. I'd pay 50 life points for a little bit of, let's say, to keep it PG, we're going to say coffee. Alright, I think she'd like some coffee. How do you collect all the card? You download a memory card that has all the cards. I've done a video on this before. Feel free to search it up in the YouTube box. If you type in all cards SD, Duels of the Roses, it should come up with my video. We'll do a Dark Elf. Let's do a Clovis deck, you know? Of course, we gotta add some, like, powerful cards. Overpowered. When you say overpowered, you gotta sound like you're powerful. I like Cosmo Queen. What are her digits like? Because they look kind of weird on the thing. They're okay. They're slender. I wonder what her hair is like. I don't know if that's her hair, the black, or if that's part of the crown, and her hair is like all bundled up in there. She has a pretty nice dress, though. Look at that. Look at that figure. Damn, she curvy. Look at that. No wonder she's so powerful. That makes sense. Okay. Let's just settle down a little bit. Hannibal Necromancer, you know, all the zombies we're going to include. Dark Magician Girl. Dryad. Dryad, she's cute. She's alright. Yeah, that's your game. It's not your game, it's just that save is fucked. That save is completely fucked, so you need to do something else. If you're using... Oh, see you later, Kicker Man. It was good to see you. Thanks for popping in. If you're using the Action Replay Max, you don't use the codes that are on it, or same with GameShark or anything. Use my Action Replay Max code video. If you don't have an Action Replay Max... use the OmniConvert that I linked into that video. And if you can't figure it out, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I don't know how many instructions I can give to people about all these solutions and every technical thing about the game. I can't fix everyone's problems. I'm sorry, but... I was thinking this earlier, like, like, imagine, like, no one knows how to do anything in this game, and then after 20 years, like, a really cool thing's discovered, and it's like, holy shit. And then the first comment's like, okay, but how do you do it on Android? I'm just like, yeah, all the designers, they basically just made all the female cards in this game just, like, attractive. Pretty much all of them. Which is just kind of funny. How many cards do I have? Not a lot. Let's go to the top. Yeah, let's add Exodia pieces just casually. I'll add just one each of the lower attack, like, effect ones. I got Kiesu. He's a cool looking card. Fairy Witch. Sectarian of Secrets. I always used to call that card Sectarian. Oh, sorry, Secretarian of Secrets. What can you do? Sort it out. That's what you can do. Buku. I love Buku's hands in this because it's like, one's turning the page, but the other one's just like, nah, look at this, look at this. He's like, you know, he's pointing his hand up like, hey, look at this. Phantom Duon is a pretty cool effect. I mean, think about this, right? It's less deck cost than Infinite Dismissal. Has the same effect. Yeah, I know. I am kind of the de facto encyclopedia, and it's funny that, because I'm actually not the most knowledgeable about this game, I don't think. I mean, I'm definitely in the top few, but everyone else who's really savvy about the game has, like, no interest in making content for the game. So I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of responsible for doing that. How many cards do I have? Oh, let's add in some dancing elves so he can make more dark elves, because that's always nice. Yeah, Secretarian of Secrets. Puts on, like, a pair of glasses and, like, leans over your desk, offering, like, if she wants to get you your coffee. Okay, let's go card color sort, then deck cost, because we're going to add a bunch of... Actually, no, not yet. We need to add equips. That's always a priority after monsters. So we're going to add the max of whatever the 500 attack equip every deck except Immortal should have, which this is Black Pendant. Add some Dark Energy as well, and only other eligible equip for us will be a female equip or Horn of the Unicorn. So I'm going to add one each of those. So let's go to Malevolent Nuzzler and then Horn of the Unicorn. We got 12 free slots. Spell things wrong in the game. I would have pronounced everything wrong in the game as a kid. There's a couple examples that I've cited a few times before, but I've forgotten about them now. Well, it's funny that, because I still feel like there's so much to learn about this game. But yeah, I really... It's getting close to the upper limit of just, like, there's not much to discover or really talk about. Curse of the Hexagram. I like it. I definitely... Look, with a Dark Spellcaster deck, I really love adding aesthetic cards. And I'm glad that I like that sort of thing, because that helped me out with Redux a lot. I'm not kidding. It just kept my imagination going, and I think that was very important to how it ended up being. So I'd add, like, Infinite Dismissal, like, it looks like a kind of imp's hand. Spell Mining Circle, still kind of spellcastery. Shadow Spell's kind of dark and edgy, I guess. Seal of the Ancients. Pfft. Nah, Call of the Grave, that's a bit more fitting. Oh, bad reaction to Samochi. It triggers against LP recovery. I will do that. I don't even know if only playing against someone with LP recovery, but we'll see. Solomon's Lawbook, yeah, that's a fitting card. Let's do that. Pretty sure all the AI know how to play Solomon's Lawbook. They just activate it. Mind Control, Equip Glitch. Yeah, good luck with that. Because I will say, again, transparently, the bugs sometimes only work on one specific side, like red rose or white rose. A while ago, I did the taking control of enemy deck leader glitch. If that video is unlisted, I need to relist it, because that video was just insane. Like, that was unspeakable. I can't believe I forgot about that until now, actually. That's the most bizarre glitch I've seen in this game, period. Nothing else even compares. I mean, yeah, I'm always going to get burnt out. I get burnt out of anything, not just this game. I get burnt out of Dota. I get burnt out of making music. I get burnt out of... Even eating, I'm not kidding. Like, sometimes I find eating to be a chore. So I'll go out and, like, spend a bit of excess money on something, like, really, like, spoil myself. And, like, you just eat something unreasonably pricey because I just want to enjoy eating again. What spells can this generic deck even play? Monster Reborn. That's a Dark Hole. Let's do Dark Hole, White Hole. I want to do this now. How much deck cost is it? What the hell? Where's White Hole? What? Oh, that's right. It separated the full range traps. Here we go. White Hole. 2 White Hole. And... how many Dark Holes do we want? Where the hell's Dark Hole? What do I do? What do I do? Boom. We've got a full deck, 1,025 deck cost. You have to go study? Alright, I'll enjoy your study. As much as possible, that is. Well, I don't know about June. That's quite far away, I gotta say. That's half a year away. I don't even know if I will be streaming this year much at all, but I will see you in the next one anyway. Thanks for popping in, my friend. On your daily driver, what daily driver is that? Do you have, like, a laptop with, like, a integrated graphics or something? And it might need some other thing, like it attempts to trigger 2 things at the same time, like a deck leader ability or something. This game really is that bizarre that, like, you honestly don't know what something might be until you know it. And that's coming from me. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Yeah, see you later, man. Can I play Exodia deck? No. That is the end of that question. Yeah, Dark Hole's 50 deck cost. Raigeki is actually 80. And yes, they should, like, Dark Hole should be way higher than 50. And Raigeki, I mean, I don't think you should have to lower it. But it is, like, they definitely, like, Dark Hole is way stronger than it should be, and Raigeki is way weaker than it should be, compared to the actual card game. Let's have a look at the deck. Ooh. Alright. Question is, who do we duel, actually? So we need, like, someone with a decent deck cost. We can actually... we could duel that guy, but we get our asses kicked because he has meadow terrain. I'm thinking of Seto or Chakra. Seto or Chakra. Oh, really? Assert dominance over Yugi. Really? We're gonna suggest, like, the literally worst possible duelists? Fine, we'll do it. After Seto. Okay. So, okay, here's the thing again about the AI thing. Generally, I pick Deckmaster K because it'll play all the cards pretty much. We'll play more cards than any other deck. If I give myself Chakra AI, he will start moving through the middle of the field, but he won't know how to play a bunch of cards. So, I'm going to pick Seto Kaiba. And, let's go Deckmaster K AI, I guess. Empress Siren, good morning. The Empress herself has joined. I can't believe it. Royalty has been bestowed upon the stream to rival the Cosmo Queen that we added in the deck. Yeah, I know. Let's do it. Let's do it. Open debug window and let's do it. We're ready, guys. We're gonna duel Seto with a Clovis deck. This is it. Let's just say if I was in this game, I would have a deck approximately what I have right now. I would spend a lot more time caring about it, but hey, for the sake of aesthetic, we got Dark Spellcast with a Dark Elf deck leader. So we got Clovis versus Seto Kaiba. Which means I'm obviously gonna win. Nah, I don't know. The AI is gonna play like crap. So let's what am I doing? Just press X, you idiots. Jesus. And once we load in, I can change the what's it called? This value from 64 to 16, and boom. Also, with modding tools, I could actually change this map so the Deckmaster K has more wiggle room, but it's a lot of effort, okay? Here's the thing though, right? I've given you guys all this free content, and if you watch all of my videos, you will know how to make the exact duels that you want within the constraints of the game. For example, if you have the modding tools, I've done videos on this, and you have watched the video on how to do what I'm doing right now, you can literally make any opponent you want, and then put any deck you want on any map you want, and then pick any AI that exists in the game for either side and have them deck it out. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of trial and error to get it, like, right, but you can do it. You can. And while this plays, I'm actually going to go get myself some water. Also, if you notice that I'm not wearing pants, it is because it was 41 degrees Celsius today and I'm wearing underwear only, okay? I'm going commando. Don't shut me down, YouTube. I've returned. I wonder, did YouTube actually kill my stream? Chat, like, died when I left. Nope, still getting viewers. We're good. We're green. We are Gucci. Gucci, my friends. I almost went to see, what's it called? House of Gucci, because I like Adam Driver, but I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, because apparently that thing was like 3 hours long and extremely boring. So, don't see the movie, apparently. Right, my bad. I knew it had something to do with underwear. But I am wearing underwear, so we're not going commando. We're going sergeant? I don't know, is that how that works? We're going corporal. We're going lieutenant colonel. We're going rear admiral. We're going secretary. I don't, you get the idea. Oh, sorry. I forgot. Rip this label off. No sponsorino. This is just a regular filtered water anyway, and refill the bottle with. This logo won't come off. Label, logo. Get off my bottle. Because I've already pulled it halfway, so I gotta... Can't really see it, but... See, I've already, like, ruined it, so I want to get rid of the rest of it. Is he able to summon Ultimate Dragon? Yes, but he literally needs to have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons on the field and then activate Ultimate Ritual. Like, there's no other way you can do it anyway. And this guy, not being conscious of that, is going to have a very hard time doing that. And oh my god, that bottle is cold between my thighs. But it's okay. Is that ruled by Dota ranks too? Yeah, I don't know. There's no commando in Duels of the Roses. Imagine that, like a rank that just says com. I can imagine that. Yeah, it is interesting. The unfortunate thing is that it just dies a lot. Like, I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not really paying much attention to the duels. I'm just kind of here to hang out. So if anything really interesting happens, please I mean, I'm sure you'll let me know, but... What is going on here? He's got Ultimate Dragon Ritual on the field, so maybe if you bring... He's got 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Does he have 3? No, he doesn't. So one of his cards needs to die so that he can play a new Blue Eyes White Dragon. Figured out. I mean, I already knew how to do it. This is all simple stuff, actually. It's not... Once you know how to do it, it's very simple. But yeah, because you can change either of... The way it works is you change the side of what represents playing the side. And either you can set it as player 1, or player 2, or any AI that exists within the game. And then just the game will play as if that's how it is supposed to be. So you can do quite a lot with that. Rip Delph. I love typos, I really do. Oh no, this is gonna be so bad. I always wondered this, right? Why does Seto Kaiba have Royal Decree and then, like, negate traps? Like, it doesn't actually make sense. But now we're gonna see... I hate... You know, you go into an AI duel, and then you get, Seto Kaiba puts down a Royal Decree, and, what's it called? And then, like, a negate attack. So then the enemy just keeps attacking into it and triggering Royal Decree. Every single time. Short for Dark Elf. That's pejorative. How could you say Dark Elf abbreviated? That's like a slur, man. What are you doing? Yeah, what about, like, Tristan versus a fellow Crab Walker with just a bunch of random cards? That'd be a funny duel. Maybe see how it actually works. No, now he's gonna play a bunch of trap cards when he's got Royal Decree out on the field. Alright, this guy's, like, played everything he can, so... See, like, he's not gonna play anything. Crab deck. We may have a stalemate situation already. I have no idea why he's not attacking that face-down card with Judge Man, because Judge Man has 2700 attack. I'm just gonna see what happens to the Skull Knight. Why is Judge Man such a, like... What is he afraid of, man? He's a bowler. Judge Man's powerful. He's 2700 attack. Why wouldn't he attack into a face-down card? Who's the AI for Dark Elf? Just deck Master K AI. Just deck Master K. That's what I'll be using for basically any default deck. He would have only moved to the right because he was bullied over in that direction. Yeah, you beat the crap out of me. I actually wonder what the original line he says is, because I don't really know. I don't really assume that line would work in Japanese. But yeah, again, perfect example of why I don't do AI duels as glamorous as they seem. This, nobody wants to watch what's happening right now. Nobody. How much can we push this while I'm streaming? 500% speed, fluctuating between 5 to 6 times speed. That's definitely stable. Like, honestly, is there any point continuing this? You know what I mean? Truthfully, I'm here to hang out. Like, this is just never gonna end. It's just not. So the winner is me. It's me. I won. He's just gonna continuously destroy the monsters that he plays with Skull Knight, and he's just never gonna beat it. So what you can do is just change the AI back to the player value. The player value is 64. Yeah, but deck out doesn't make you lose. Look at all these demotions, man. What a fucking terribly designed game. I can't believe I play this garbage. Whoosh. Anyway. I'm gonna do something interesting. Interesting. Alright, I will give Seto AI to this deck. And because it actually is... on the White Rose side, you'll notice he moves to the same spot that Seto Kaiba normally does. I just think that would make the thing a bit more interesting. Yeah, the AI aren't aggressive because there's too much of a gap across the field, and the search range for the cards is generally just 2 tiles, so if you don't have any cards within 2 tiles of the enemy's cards, they will just never interact with each other. Alright, will you do that? Because it's what, like, almost 3 in the morning for you. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming. I don't plan on streaming forever. I've been waking up and going to bed earlier lately, but I, did wake up in the middle of my sleep and then had, like, no sleep, and then I napped in the afternoon, so I don't even know how tired I am, honestly. No music. You can just play your own. 125. Right. Well, look, the final boss isn't really a burn deck by design. He's more like just a strong spell and trap by design, and it can burn you out because Ryoku is just stupid. If the AI was conscious, I would say that the Skull Knight, the Skull Knight Chakra. The Skull Knight, and now we're yeah, there's classic AI moment. I can explain that if anyone doesn't know why that happens. Skull Knight, and Abaddon Fabuleux would probably be the most overpowered deck in the game, because you literally have the OTK. No one else has that. What's wrong with Paramore? Paramore are great. Yeah, in the Seto AI, he activated Dimension Hole 2 tiles away from him, and then moved his deck leader twice into the exact same spot he was before that. Then he activated an Earthshaker, and then he activated a second Earthshaker, and then the second Earthshaker teleported an enemy card to his deck leader, which attacked him directly immediately as he passed. So that was interesting. And by the way, it will not activate Monster Reborn unless there's a Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in the graveyard, so we just won't activate that. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. This one was interesting because I already had stuff planned in the morning. So I wanted to wake up at like 8 to 9 anyway, and then shower and then leave and then, you know, do my stuff. But I woke up at like 5:30 and, yeah, within half an hour to an hour, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not getting back to sleep, so screw it. Yeah, there you go. Esprit de Corps got it. I was trying to figure out how you pronounce your name. But yeah, Chakra is a strong monster guy, and Skull Knight is the strong spell and trap guy. Is basically the gist of what they're going for with the final bosses. Curse of Shardy. What, does it leave a shit duel on the field? Is that its effect? As you can tell, we're not talking about Redux. Because the Shardy duel is so... Oh, I just gotta stroke my own ego for a second. The Shardy duel in Redux is pretty cool. We've actually kind of got a duel going on here, by the way. I haven't really been paying attention to it, but Yugi is playing quite aggressively. He's even got a brain control that he might trigger. No, it doesn't. Deck leader resistance won't save you from Crush. Nothing saves you from Crush. Except for the game's own delay in registering, which will tick over eventually by the end of the turn and then kill it. You're watching the Australian Open. That's funny because, man, tennis is not my thing, eh? Anyone can watch it. No disrespect. I don't really watch sports in general. Joey should have the most brain rot AI. Have you played against Joey in Redux? He actually seems pretty cool. With his bonus movement, he actually likes to move around and do stuff. It's actually kind of cool. But yeah, sleep cycle. I mean, I worked night shift for 7 years. I know all about messed up sleep cycles. And even now, it's impossible to stay on a good one. Plus, like, I have pretty weird, like, interesting just life habits and choices. For example, a lot of my friends are, like, online friends from different countries. So, I have to be up quite late to speak to them at, like, a reasonable time. One of these is longer than the other, like, 3, and it's really distracting. But I don't know. Yeah, the one sport, or motorsport rather, that I watch is Formula 1. I'm actually a very big fan of Formula 1. Apart from that, I really don't watch anything, like, at all. Very selective with things like this. Yeah, I would love, like, an open AI for this game. That would be my dream, honestly. It's funny you say that, Siren, because some jobs, closing is literally the hardest, not because of the time, but, like, oh, man. I remember when I worked at, like, fast food when I was, like, 14, 15. Opening, you just basically took covers off of everything, and, like, the manager had done everything. But closing, my god, you had to clean grease off of everything, and it was, like, as a kid, I was, like, I was, like, 14, 15. I was like, you should be paid double for this shit. You should be paid the full hour because you work harder in the last 10 minutes than you do any other time that you work in there. But yeah, with night shift, I don't know, because me being a night person kind of started in high school, where I would stay up late and play Dota 2 with my, like, online friends from, like, even, you know, around the world, like, Europeans, South Americans, North Americans, even, like, some people from the UK, even, like, a Russian guy. Like, I have a Russian friend. I literally met him in a random game on a European server, like, 10 plus years ago, and I'm still friends with him. I'm still talking to him pretty much every week. You're off tonight? Good, it's good to have the night off. Oh, he did the thing again, what a dumbass. Racing with a shotgun. Holy crap, man. Put the shotgun down. You really want to come into chat with a shotgun? Like, that's a good idea. Bang. All I really know about the Australian Open is all the Djokovic crap. Yes and no. So, actually... Hey, Vintal, how's it going, man? There's a wave from me. Yeah, update me on your thing while I answer this question before you, or this statement. So some of the races in Australia are like 9 PM, which is actually like the best time to watch it, in my opinion, as someone who likes staying up. Because they're on the weekend, right? So like Friday night, 9 PM, you know, the whole day's done, and you just can watch the Formula 1. But the other times, when they're on later, they're at like 3 in the morning, and that's the start of, like, that's not even like the warm-up lap or anything has happened. So by the time the race is over, it's like 5 in the morning. It's just like, no. Yeah, and the grass is always greener. Some people might like cleaning all that grease. I certainly do not. This is obviously the main, or the biggest flaw of working fast food is actually smelling like grease at the end of it. There's just like, oh god. This duel's over? Well, it's gonna end, right? We may as well let it end. I think. Oh, Destiny Draw! And he's not gonna use it. He got a Raigeki. Will he use it, though? Let's find out. But yeah, see what I mean? Only Yugi and Seto AI can Destiny Draw, and it's always either Mirror Force or Raigeki. And they don't know that the... they actually don't register that the Destiny Draw card is going to appear in their hand. So sometimes you get very interesting things where they dump the Mirror Force because they think it's a monster that they want to combine with something else. I'll at least do this. Of course. Well, of course, Vincent. I understand why they clean things. Never quite understood Destiny Draw. I have done a whole video on it, and it's very informative. I recommend you watch that. If you actually just straight up YouTube search Duelists of the Roses Destiny Draw, it should come up. I try to design all my videos like that, so if you search up something you wanted to know in Duelists of the Roses, and I've done a video of it, you can find it. But you'll find it's quite interesting. You can always ask questions if you want while I'm here, that works. And yeah, you're right. Like, food standards, food safety here is very good. I take it it's very bad in the US. Whoa, what a play, Solomon's Law Book. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, because, I mean, cockroaches in general, just really would rather not see them, eh? I'm not terrified by them, they're just goddamn annoying. The ones that fly, I mean, fuck those things. Fuck them to hell. Alright, this duel's over, effectively. Oh, hey, come on, we've all watched Kitchen Nightmares. We've all seen the years of mold while Ramsey's, like, ripping into people. Holy shit. A thing happens. This is a competitive duel, guys. This is competitive. Hey, creepy cockroaches. Yeah, perfect time to come in. We don't have to talk about it, though. I wasn't planning on talking about it for very long at all. You have to remember, guys, I live in Australia, and there's a thing here called bugs that are everywhere, so I'm used to seeing them. Yeah, no one ever will prioritize stuff for Australia except actual Australian things, like the Australian Open, or like the Ashes, or whatever. It's raw. Oh, wait, no, there's that one where the guy, Joe Nagy, he puts raw onions in an onion soup, and he's like, it's raw. He's so disappointed. When he's like aggressively saying it's raw, he only does that on Hell's Kitchen, not Kitchen Nightmares. Yep, Yugi attacked with his Destiny Draw because he thought it was a monster. Like, he just straight up played his Mirror Force and then attacked into my deck leader. It's fucking raw. Alright, that wasn't even a qualified impression. Yeah, what's been going on? D, P... Alright, maybe I should have said that in the reverse order. But you get the idea. I'm referring to the two people in the chat. A paralyzing potion. I don't know why I say that in Joey's voice, because he literally never says that. Hey, Yuge. Looks like we're gonna use a paralyzing potion. Alright, well, this duel's effectively over again, isn't it? Okay, wait. We need to stop this right now. We need to stop this garbage right now. Okay? This is an absolute tragedy, what is going on right now. Okay? Okay? I just can't take it anymore, guys. It's in the anime, right? It's so emotional. Yugi is like, I don't know, let's just say some plot garbage is happening and I'm gonna surrender. And then Yugi goes on and he just wins the rest of the duels. And you never see my character again. Instead, 1 out of like 1,000 people will make like a comment or a forum post saying that Clover's character was really cool and he should have won. But yeah, you get the point. You're exhausted. Why are you exhausted? I'm in a heat wave here, man. I'm like dead by doing literally nothing. I'm pretty sure I got a tan by just walking from the fucking car to the shop and back. Yuki. Alright. Sorry. You haven't slept. You really should sleep then, man. Or at least get some food energy in you. Oh. Alright, see you later, Spartan. I meant to show you guys, or one day I was going to do a video, right, about a scar. That's right, a scar that I got from playing this game. I don't think I've ever told you guys this story before. I was at my desk playing Duels of the Roses late at night, and I passed out. I literally fell on the ground, and I woke up with, like, my knee pretty much torn up. Through my trousers, by the way. Like, I had pants on. I was in so much pain. I had a massive headache. I literally would have, from my chair, hit the deck. Okay. Do you guys actually want to see my scar from playing Duelists of the Roses? And I'm not kidding, by the way. This is real stuff. I'm not kidding. Maybe I should put some shorts on first, because I'm wearing underwear. Okay. Alright, you guys want to see it? You guys want to see it? It's, the lighting's not very good, but it's on this knee. Can I even see it still? Oh, it's fading away, I think. Oh, no, it's still there. It's very, very faint, though. It is fading away. I'll try to get a good view of this on my knee. I don't know if you'll be able to actually see it or not. It won't focus. This is a very, very awkward angle, I know, but, I need, like, some good lighting on it. I know this is a very awkward thing to do, and you can't see the scar, like, at all. Maybe I need, like, different lighting. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I got, like, a ring light here. So, we turn this shit on. Too much light. You can't see anything. What a shame. Can anyone know? It is there. There it is. You can see. See that little dark patch and that dark patch? See these two? Can you see that? I'm very sorry. I'm doing my best. I legitimately am doing my best. Because this scar used to be way more prevalent. Sorry. You can't really see it. That's so lame, actually. But what about a different color? Cycle through the different lighting. Okay, so, look. You've seen it, right? Enough of this angle. Awkward angle. If I wasn't wearing socks, you might have seen my feet, so don't get too excited. But, okay, so you notice how it was like 2 teardrops, right? You think, how the hell does that happen? Based on just a little detective work, I have no way of proving this, but it's just the conclusion that I've drawn. I fell from a seated position. Okay, so remember, I'm just playing Duels of the Roses. I'm sitting down with my controller playing Duels of the Roses. Then I wake up on the floor in pain. And my knee is really, like, torn up. Like, there's 2 holes, like 2 teardrop holes in there, right? On my knee. I'm wondering what the hell happened. I fell, and my knee landed on my controller. Not this controller exactly, but a normal PS2 controller. So what happened was when I fell, my body, dead weight-wise, the knee would have just slammed like that and pushed the sticks out the way, and that friction with my trousers between my knees and the 2 rubber sticks would have literally burnt my skin. And I have a scar on my knee, 2 teardrop-shaped scar on my knee, and it is literally 2 PlayStation 2 analog sticks that gave me a scar because I was playing Duels of the Roses in my bedroom at 1 in the morning when it was like the room was stuffy and it wasn't really fresh air or anything and other complicated problems. Hey, Tiago, how's it going? So that is a story about my Duels of the Roses scar. I wish I showed you when it was more visible. But, yeah, I know, right? How bizarre is that? How weird is that? And by the way, P, that's the ring light thing. You told me to buy one from, like, Amazon or something. Yes, through Konami. Definitely. Definitely. What the hell am I doing now? We can probably get back to the thing. Yeah. There we go. Did everyone leave because of the scar thing? I don't know. I need to check my view account. Don't do it when tired. Yeah, so it's actually a mix of things. I would have been tired. I would have not had a lot of... I think I hadn't eaten properly, and also it was very stuffy in the room, just like no fresh air. And also, I have a low blood pressure. That's not like an insanely crazy thing or anything, but all this stuff adds up. So yeah. I'd call you Lucy then. That works. Not sure if that's your preferred name or persona or whatever, but hey, I'll call you what you like. Alright, see you later, Nor. Thanks for popping in. What should we do next? Yeah, I know, right? So that was a pretty scary moment. It's just like, if one of those things was fixed, then I probably would have been okay, but all those things together just exploded. Yeah, go for it. Because obviously I know you don't want to say or open up with all this stuff on just some random stream. Yeah, it's like, you know how I got these scars? I played a shitty game from 20 years ago that no one plays and cares about. Okay, what are we doing? I don't want to reincarnate, actually. No, thank you, sir. Let's make another deck, guys. We need some engagement to keep the ball rolling, you know. I know, it was only a scar on my knee. I wish I had like a epic Harry Potter scar, but I just don't. It's literally 20 years old. More than 20 years old, actually. 20 years and like 2 full months. Yeah, some dropping bombshells here, right? Super Mario 64 is gonna turn 26 years old this year. Ratchet and Clank is gonna turn 20 sometime this year. Karibo deck, Master Fiend deck. I guess I could do that. What if you give it like Panic AI? That'll be funny. No, don't leave. Come on, you know love the stream. You know you want to stay. Type, sort, level, sort, blah, blah, blah. That's how I sort things. You turn 24. Well, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, life does go really fast. You start to realize around this age that it is limited. I think now is probably the time to, you know, realize that you need to actually spend your time appropriately. And I say that as I'm playing this game. Yeah. Why don't we add in like a bunch of shitty fiends and then we'll do what's it called? Tristan. Cluster Duck. Have you been here before you said a hidden gem? Would you say this game's really hidden gem? I think it's honestly a hidden rock. Like, it's not as valuable as a gem. Like, it's not quite polished into a diamond or anything. So... Alright, let's get some equips in here. Oh, actually, why don't we add all the, like, Fiend-eligible equip cards? Like, all of them. Because there's actually quite a few. Dark Energy, Axe of Despair. Horn of the Unicorn is on some Fiends, but none of these weaker ones, I think. Malevolent Nuzzler. Oh yeah, that's right. I used to pronounce that Malevolent Nuzzler, because I never understood what the word Malevolent was. And I try full random deck, because it just wouldn't work. It would technically work, but it'd just be boring as hell and stale and, yeah. Trust me, if I don't do things in this game, it's because it's not as interesting as you might think. That's literally the reason why. How get card Darmies Upper Puch C. Well, first of all, the problem is that card doesn't actually exist. So, you need to list a card that exists in the game so that I can actually tell you how to get it. That will be a good start. Meaningful time isn't wasted time. I mean, yeah, look, I do enjoy the streaming process when I'm in a good mood for it. It's just the game itself. You know, there's no surprises to be had in the game. So this is like, I don't know, like it's hard to explain. It's like a bathroom. Like, you've just seen it so many times that it's just not interesting anymore. Does that make sense? I know what he means. You reincarnate. That's how you get it. What am I doing? What's the 40th card gonna be? Someone suggest me a random 40th card. The first one wins. Actually, no, don't suggest it. Instead, I'm just gonna add Darkness Approaches to show you that the AI is never gonna use it. How do you get this card? You reincarnate. So, let's say I'm on this screen, right, and then L3. So, very concise tutorial. I hope you're still watching this. Hey, we could talk about this fruity carrot idol in a second, but I actually want to tell this guy what the fuck to do. So you see this button here, L3. Press this button when you're on the screen. You can reincarnate. And then if you give this long enough... There you go, you eventually get Darkness Approaches. That is literally how you get Darkness Approaches, so thank God I got that the first time around. Thank God, because that literally never happened, so if you didn't watch that, holy crap. Alright. So let's add in Darkness Approaches into the deck. So where do we... Did I stop on Carrot Idol? Is that what I really did? Yeah, look at him. Was it called St. Andrew's Cross? Yes. That is literally the way to get immortal cards in, Redux. Is, reincarnation. And they don't appear in the slots, so... You just have to reincarnate to get those. Hey Bob, how's it going? I am going good, thank you very much for asking. Usually if I'm streaming, it means I'm in a good mood. He doesn't, I wouldn't say he's gagged, I don't see a gag there, so I think he's okay. He can say a safe word, I think he's okay. That thing he's holding, though, looks like a very interesting toy. I do not want that in the bedroom whatsoever. No thank you, my friend. I just realized something. We can duel Bakura. We have a low enough deck cost, and also, we have pretty weak cards. I don't know if this will work out, but let's do it anyway. Because when else are you gonna duel this guy? He sucks. We just got Deckmaster K AI going here. Scottish Carrot Idol. Wait, was he wearing a kilt? Edge return? What? But he returned like a year ago. If you're talking about Edge from wrestling. No, we're talking about Redux mod, Vincent Crow. So everything in Redux mod. Not literally everything, but it is different. Yeah, I think you're right about Carrot Idol. He doesn't seem very friendly. Unless he was like inanimate and you could just melt him down for gold or just sell him off, then I would actually. Edge had the best intro. You're just saying that because you're Canadian. But no, it's actually pretty cool. It's like, you think you know me? And he's like pulling his hair and shit. He's gonna spear someone. He's got that energy. Edgergy is what you call it. Nah, because of the St. Andrew's Cross. No, that's exactly the reason why you'd want him in your bedroom. That's the only reason you'd want him in your bedroom for. Wait, who's cute? Carrot Idol is cute? Edge? On this edge, I edge clearly. Woo, woo. Yeah, metalliness. Not even subtle. On this day, I eat pussy. Woo! Sorry. Yeah, oh, well, the other popular song they have is Ties That Bind. And, like, yeah, it's literally, like, half the song's about, you know, that stuff. I'd grab an example, but I actually moved my equipment. So, no. Plus, I don't really want to get fucking destroyed on YouTube. It's not worth it. Gemme is the best. What is Gemme? Are you saying game? I don't know, man. You gotta remember, I only speak English. I don't know what to say. It's been 13 years since you played the game. That is a good thing, because I wish it was 13 years since I played the game. Actually, no, I'm kidding. It's not bad. For what it is, you know, the whole alternative metal sort of thing, like, it's okay. It's basically just rock, what modern rock should be, because, like, you know, if you don't have metal bands, like, playing with distorted guitars, you have what people class as rock is, like, I don't know, Imagine Dragons now. Yami no game. Well, no, Yami Yugi is not playing. What are you trying to say? What? Also, Lucy has the SD badge. Oh, no, the Admiral badge. You're very close to the SD badge, though. Should have the second highest tier badge now. First Lane costume was my ringtone. Oh my god, that would be the perfect way to hate the music in this game. The Misery? What Misery? The Raven Age. I've not heard of Raven Age. I'm not gonna... Look, I'm being kind of diplomatic in saying that, like, I would listen to, Alter Bridge on a good day, but I have to be in the mood for that. How do I explain it? Sometimes I'm in the mood for, like, easy to digest music, because I generally listen to, like, really soundtracky, brooding post-rock and all this bullshit. But 19 years? It's just like cryptic messages. Like, what the hell is going on? Wait, is that a dab emote? Is that actually a thing YouTube does? God damn it. Fucking remember dabbing, guys? Are people still doing that? Please don't do that. No, you can do what you want. You can do what you want. Purple shadow magic. In the background, it's loosely implied each of these duels are Europe's shadow magic. Who comes up with this? Is anyone following me here? Am I going insane? I don't know what's going on. Only ironically. Irony is lost on some people. A weird band called Karach Agram, or Karach. Yeah, I know you listen to some wild music. You create some pretty, I don't know what the word is for it. I wouldn't call it erratic, but it is very... Is flamboyant an accurate word? I don't know. shit people. Alright, well, you can just get fucked. Sorry, but I try and be nice, but you're just being a fucking idiot. So, anyways. Wait, dubbing you could live with. You mean like an anime dub? Flossing drove you crazy. I don't know, when I floss my teeth, it's okay. It sounds like death metal. Yeah, well, everyone, if you don't really know exactly what all the metal subgenres are, everything just sounds the same. The dab emoji is cute. It's not terrible. I mean, I don't hate the little yellow guy. I don't hate him. Is obtuse a good word? Also, this is a stalemate, right? I don't even know what the hell's going on. Been watching The Mandalorian recently, it's okay. I keep getting recommended to watch it by my brother-in-law. He says it's really good. I've actually got the first season of Mandalorian sitting on my... Yeah, that's where it is. Alright, let me open up the debugger and change this shit. Duel's over. Technically, Bakura would have won that stalemate after the end of the 99 turns, so there you go. There you go. Lost connection with the younger ones. Wait, with the younger what? What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, sorry I didn't answer your question before. No, I haven't watched the documentary on the Beatles, and I probably won't. I was never really a big Beatles fan. And I never really got into 80s rock. I think my first initiation into music, like, outside of just radio crap or whatever, was, like, heavy metal from the 80s. Like, Iron Maiden and Metallica, they're, like, the first bands I listened to. Like, actually listening to their albums and stuff like that. I lose. Why do I lose? What did I lose? I want to win. Budget laptop. And, yeah. So, the unfortunate thing is, now is, like, the worst time in maybe 20 plus years to buy a PC. See you later, Zod. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. It was good to have you here. I appreciate all the viewership, guys. Even if you're lurking, you don't want to say anything, it's all good. But, you know, if you ever want to chat about anything, don't be shy. I'd like to think we're all pretty good people here. But, back to the whole laptop budget thing. So, to emulate a PS2, first of all, like, you pretty much need to have a quad-core CPU, like a decent quad-core CPU. Then you need a decent graphics card on top of that. You want, like, at least a 750 Ti, which sounds like a joke, but nowadays these things go for, like, $200. And, what am I talking about? Maybe I should set up one of these duels again while I'm talking, because I'm just going to talk bloody forever. Oh, that's right, I was supposed to duel this guy. How about I give this guy, no, don't give him I'll give him the... Yeah, give him the 222. Richard / in York? No? Where the fuck is... Tristan. OC. Orange County. And we're back, apparently. That was just a random disconnect. That happens every now and then. My internet's fine. Okay, let's catch up on reading, assuming you guys can hear me now. Don't need a graphics card. I wonder the power of the processors to play a PS2 game, but I mean, good luck running anything but this game on, like, native resolution. Like, you know, with, like, no bolstered settings. Yeah, symphonic black metal. I mean, black metal in general is the most aggressive of the extreme metal genres, I would say. It's also kind of up for debate what's more offensive to people naturally out of, like, growled, like, brutal death metal vocals or, like, the screamed black metal vocals. Cheap reverb phones. Yeah, any decent, any phone with a Snapdragon processor should be able to emulate this game, honestly. I'm not kidding. It's good, isn't it? It's a nice little hangout area. Nice little hub. I even made my bed for you guys. It wasn't made all day, and then I did it, so it looks like it was been made all day. And I watched Arcane. No, I've never heard of this. But hello, Fruit Dragon Media. I saw you typing before, but I usually, I recognize things by their avatar, actually. It's rarely that I remember a name that has no avatar next to it. Oh, Duels of the Roses for sure is a low demand. It's got to be one of the lowest demand PS2 games you can actually play that has 3D models on the screen. The Raven Age Grave of the Fireflies. What about it? Is that like a chant that if you say it, you, like, get eaten by fireflies? Because then I'm screwed. Fireflies just reminds me of that song. What is that? Owl City. You would not believe your eyes. Oh, I hate that song. Emulation-based systems. Yeah, but these also have pretty decent graphic units in them. I don't really watch shows and movies, but actually I recently watched all the Harry Potters with my friend. So I actually have formed opinions on Harry Potter now, whereas I never used to have done that. What about music? Is that the Raven Age Grave of the Fire? What a tongue twister. Did they do that on purpose? You actually need a kind of good PC to emulate PS3. Yes, you do. And also the fact that the emulation just kind of isn't there yet, especially PS3. Right, that's what Arcane is. Yeah, because I'm a Dota player, okay? I pledge allegiance to Dragon Blood. I've actually got to maybe sign up for Netflix again, because Season 2 of Dragon Blood is out now. Which I'd be keen to watch. It's basically like an Avatar, The Last Airbender level of depth within a season. Imagine Dragons did the main song. Of course they did. Enemy. Have I heard that song? Let me guess. It's going to be like... Doom, doom, ch, whoa, 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 whoa. And it just does that like 10 times. And then there's a verse and there's a chorus and the song ends. All their songs are like that. All of their songs are like that. Huge jump in power. Damn right. And we basically plateaued between then and now. It's funny, man. Think of the timeline of graphics. We went from just like dots on a screen to like pretty good 2D graphics to the bottom of the barrel 3D graphics. And then we got to about PS3 era. And like the improvement since then has been like nothing. Oh, the misery. What misery business? You did say you were listening to Paramore. So, hey. But the League series was better. But... No! No! I'm a Dota fan. I can't accept that. No, I don't care. Arcane probably is better. I mean, I don't even care. They're both the same game, but different, really. It's like, you know, asking somebody if you prefer McDonald's or Burger King. It's just like... They both sell cheeseburgers, man. And nuggets and fries. I don't know. I never liked how League looked, and I will say that like 5 to 10 years ago, Dota 2 also looked pretty shit. But now Dota 2 looks really good, especially now that I have a computer that can run at max. Oh man, it's funny, man. I bought like this $2,000 computer, like, and this was before the whole price spike, so this is like a decent computer. And then literally the only games I played on max settings are Dota 2 and Divinity Original Sin 2, which is like a 4-year-old game. Listen to the enemy song. Do I really have to torture myself and listen to Imagine Dragons? I mean, I can, but... Yeah, Dota as a game, it's nice. I mean, it's a mixed bag. I still think the neutral items are very funny. I still don't even know what I think about them. Like, I think they're cool, but they're also, like, just... It's just another thing in the game that's, like, out of people's control that is just subject to being... Nothing comes up until, like, one pro game in a year from now where they're like, oh, neutral items need to be changed, but, you know, then by the time something else happens, it'll also be overpowered for ages. You're a slut for Arcane. Holy crap. Put it back in your pants, man. Just put it back in your pants. PS2 is the only thing that still works on the AV setting. Time to upgrade. Time to get yourself a component cable. Because AV, no one should have to settle for that shit. No one. This is... Is this even going? Like, what is happening? I don't even know what's going on the screen, by the way. Feel free to tell me if it's looping. I don't know. I particularly don't care too much, honestly, in a duel like this. Imagine Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes what? Behind Blue Eyes? Fred Durst? No one knows what... sorry, I can't do that. I'm trying to do, like, the shitty voice. 100-year Xbox versus PlayStation war. Really, though? Is it really going to be 100 years long? Are we going to have, like, PlayStation 50 and, like, the Xbox... -1? I don't know. What is Xbox even doing these days? You can't name your fourth console or third... Whatever the fuck it is. One. It doesn't work that way. Microsoft. You have this company that buys another company for 69 billion and they can't even count to 4. Mind-blowing. Hey, RD Jams. Not really sure how you're supposed to pronounce that, but yeah. The Jams. It's like Degent. Pretty exotic name. Alright, so this is, pretty much stalemate, right? Let's fix this. An attack happened. Oh my god, and it did 100 damage. Fucking hell. This was honestly the worst idea. Hey, look, it's Nikki. I don't know if I've seen you today yet. What's up? Yeah, well, the capitalism... Look, it's one of those things that it's like, you could talk to the death about how bad capitalism is, but I mean, look at your other options. You've got communism. I mean, I personally do not want a repeat of communist Russia. So, yeah. Xbox Series XXX BD. Xbox Y. Surely by then they'll invent new letters or something. I don't know. English isn't going to stay the same forever. Interrobang. What is that? Is that like an interrogation that explodes? I don't know. Fuck this stool anyway. Well, I know I didn't want to do that. I wanted to surrender. Attack him. Oh, but they don't need numbers. They don't need numbers. They never use numbers, so it kind of makes sense. I guess Xbox never did, but I mean, how do you go from 0 to 360? How does that work? And how is 1 the progression after that? Is there like a calculation, like an algorithm you can do? If you put in 0 and then 360 and then 1, what's the number after that? Is it 361? I don't know. The buyout is a bad trend that's going on. Yes, yeah, on this topic of monopolizing, I do understand everyone's apprehension with monopolizing. Hey, Salt Iron, how's it going? I keep wanting you to call you something else, which is the name of someone else that I don't want to say, but I've already told you that. Yeah, I know, right? We should have the Xbox 720 or the 1080. And then they could have marketed it with like a skateboarder, you know. I don't know, maybe when Tony Hawk was still relevant, they could have just had him do like a 1080 and been like, the Xbox 1080, the most cutting edge technology. I can't do that voice like I used to be able to. Blah. The one. Oh, nice. Yeah, the one console you need in your bedroom, right? I prefer 360 though, because it's like, it's so good that it makes you do a 360 and continue walking in the same direction. Microsoft owned Tony Hawk brand. They own everything now. Everything except Apple and Disney. Imagine the world in 5 years, right? Everything is owned by Microsoft, Apple, and Disney. Fuck that. And here's the thing, okay. Call me delusional, call me an optimist, right? But, you know, play devil's advocate here. Maybe I'm just trying to make you all feel safe. What if monopoly is a good thing? Because once one person controls all the content, let's assume, okay, we assume corporations are evil and they want to make money, which is a fair assumption, but let's assume these people actually have good practices and just one company is responsible for everything. This means you don't need to do 5 separate subscription services to watch your favorite 4 shows or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Maybe it means that you just need one subscription to access all the media you ever wanted to. I know this is probably not going to happen, but, you know, maybe it'll be a good thing. Amazon, yeah, how big? Yeah, they own Twitch, don't they? I don't think there is... Fuck, they must be massive if it's... How are these companies so big? It's like when you see a $69 billion transaction, you're like, man, just chuck us like $100, you know? I'm sure no one will notice a dent in that, you know? And that would help me out a lot. Yeah, the thing is, look, Nintendo never used numbers. They didn't have to. They were before numbers were cool, okay? Xbox came in after PlayStation. They were trying to be hipster by giving them random numbers. Microtransactions get worse when monopolized. Here's the thing, guys, and I know this is not what the answer that people want to hear is, but microtransactions will stop the second people stop buying stupid shit on the internet, which is probably never, but it's just the truth. Nobody is to blame for microtransactions except for people who buy them, because otherwise no one would bother investing, you know, all this research into loot boxes and psychology to take advantage of your brain. Like, it just wouldn't be worth it. The cheapest, most efficient ways of money survive, and it's literally enabled by people who put the money into it. And yes, Salt Iron is a massive assumption, but... Look, maybe it's just me, but I like to believe that there are things in the world that aren't total shit. I think it's just a good mindset to have, even if I come off as delusional. And plus, look, I'm going to be real with you. I understand that a company would want a lot of money, you know. That's the point, right? What else would you bother? But do I really think that, like, Microsoft is going to buy everyone and then suddenly enslave the human race? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wait, what's facts? Again, I don't even remember what I said, and there's always delay, so... Yeah, but the problem is everyone is subject to being manipulated, and it's up to people to resist that. Again, I'm not saying it's good to manipulate people. I'm just saying it's literally what occurs in life. And all you can really do is look out for yourself and think for yourself so you're not manipulated to doing things you don't want to do. That's all you really have, honestly. If you think about it, like, everything... So much shit in the world is beyond your control, so... Disney gets eaten by Meta. Meta what? Is meta like this? What is... That's right. That's right. The Facebook thing. I completely forgot. Imagine if the government told me when I couldn't use the bathroom. Yeah, isn't that literally what capitalism is like? What's that like, is it like in 1984, like they're watching everyone tie their shoes and shit? But I prefer to use a bathroom when I want to. That would be nice. Yeah, we are getting political. But if I'm being honest, I don't mind these conversations. As long as it doesn't get heated, I'm more than happy to have these conversations. So don't worry too much. Zuckbook. Cockbook, more like it. You just see me slowly fading away from the screen. An anarchist communist. Please do not do that. Anarchy just reminds me of that guy who he's like got the stole, like talking about anarchy, and then he's like, "Oh no, my anarchy sign," and he like puts it back up. Alright, someone before suggested a random deck. I don't even think they're here anymore. So I am we'll set a random deck leader and put some random stuff in there. Is this even going through? I don't even know. I'm just pressing X randomly as I go down the list. Is my thing maxed out? Nothing's adding in! Alright then, fine. Start a cult. No, don't start a cult. No, don't shit your pants. What the hell are we doing, guys? What the fuck is going on? Send help. Please. I'm just gonna be clicking buttons randomly and pressing X periodically and... Please don't shit your pants, guys. Just not the answer. No, it wouldn't be 815 apps. It would literally just be like... Oh, my deck's full, is it? No, it's not. It would literally be like... I think I added 2 of those cards or whatever. But it would just be one app that does everything. Everything. You are an anarchist communist, though. How old are you? No offense, but what? What? You're just a human, okay? Don't get ahead of yourself. No, Lenovo. Lenovo can die. I hate that company. Lenovo, man, what a joke. Do not buy anything from Lenovo. If you do and you have a bad experience, don't blame me. Blame Lenovo. Big fan from Saudi Arabia. Hello. Hello. I always wondered, no disrespect, no assumptions, but some countries like Saudi Arabia that may have like anti-LGBT laws, what they actually think of me when they see me, you know, like in the videos where I have like my nails done and shit. I'm just like, do they want to like, do they hold a prejudice against? I don't know. I don't actually know. Put some Megamorph in here. I ended up with a Meteor Black Dragon deck leader, which is absolutely sick. Double movement. What have I got here? Some random types of cards. What am I even doing? I was doing like a random deck. Let's just put in a bunch of these things at the bottom. Until the deck's full. I'll be surprised. Surprised about what? What am I... I'm already surprised, guys. And I'm not that hard to surprise, but I am pretty difficult to offend. It's funny how long hair is effeminate. Is it really? Is it really? Okay. What are we actually going to do here? Need like a crap duelist? No, but if someone gave me the money for a ticket, I would definitely put it in my bank account and spend on other things. See you later, Racing. Yeah, what is that supposed to mean? Do you actually want me to go there? Because I'm a bit worried to go to certain countries in the Middle East because I don't want to get stoned to death, with all due respect. Hey, Galinsky, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're doing well as well. Hold on. Plus, I'm not even LGBT identifying. I'm just obviously not a generic straight person. I don't know what else to say, really. I feel like I'm just a human. I feel like I'm just a human, and the way culture is and media and everything these days, people get a lot of ideas in their head, especially in Western culture. Let's see what Weevil will do. Look at that, the loading thing skipped. I will be 26 in March. I had, I'll say transparently, I had a massive let's just say experience. I know phase is a really dirty word. I don't like that word either. Yeah, I remember, like, being in my mid-teens, and I was, like, already convinced that my future was, transitioning. And then over the years and years and years, I came to terms with it. But, I mean, I gotta be honest. The stuff you're saying is not really stuff that I agree with, that I would ever say. I really don't know what to say, because I don't want to offend anyone. But I think the more you try to put an identity on yourself, the worse it gets. The more labels you give yourself in general, the worse it gets. Because what I also found was, when I was thinking about, you know, if I want to be a girl, I should play the role right, and I should be doing certain things and not doing certain things. And then it got in my head a lot, and I was just like, well, wait a minute, now I'm just doing things that I don't actually want to do. And then, I don't know, I just felt all this pressure, and then I realized something very, very important. Those people that actually support you in a good way, that mean well for you, if you were to transition or come out or whatever, are the same people that would support you even if you stayed the same. So, you know, just, it seriously took like 5+ years to figure everything out, and I really wish that people would, you know, just be real with themselves. You have to have a filter for yourself. Don't bullshit, don't lie to yourself. You think I might be non-binary? Well, again, like, here's the thing. Anyone who would call me non-binary or whatever, like, it makes sense and I get it. I just prefer to not put labels on myself. I'm just a human being. I was born as a male. I mean, I'm not particularly fond of that, but hey, I'm here now anyway. And I just kind of do what's convenient for me, you know. Like, the first steps, all the first steps that I took when I thought that I was going to be changing later on was stuff that I didn't mind, was not going to bother me if it was, like, irreversible. So instead of going through the entire process of, you know, hormone therapy and everything, I just got rid of, like, body hairs, I grew my head hair out, like, you know, all that sort of stuff. And then sometimes you have other experiences as well. Like, you get out the house and you walk around while you're dressed up or whatever, like, you feel like you look okay, and then you just get all these looks. And some people can stand them, but I could not. Like, I felt like I had more attention drawn on me, and people were just judging me even more, which is kind of what I was trying to get away from. I just put too much pressure. Like, I just, you know, I couldn't imagine a future where I had to, like, be anxious about leaving the house because I'd be stared at all the time. So, like, all these things you need to weigh up and gauge of your quality of life, and I'm just like, how much does committing to a change of gender actually matter to me relative to everything else? Alright, enjoy your meeting. Again, if none of this makes sense to you guys, like, I'm sorry, but I'm being honest with you guys. And I really hope that at least one person who is listening to this actually follows what I'm saying. And yeah, precisely. I spent a lot of that time, I ended up figuring myself out anyways. You know, I came to terms with being a guy that liked girly things, and I kind of want to be an advocate for that. Especially in the 21st century. I want to say, like, it's okay to like girly shit, you know? Just don't be a complete goddamn weirdo about it, you know? Don't try to push your agenda on other people. Respect is a mutual thing, you know? If I have a friend and they open up to me about what their, you know, gender identity and everything, like, of course I'm going to respect that. But if someone is just randomly trying to abuse what the situation is and try to gain some extra privilege or power by identifying with something, you know, that's the exact reason why people don't like this sort of stuff. Which, again, is obviously not everyone. Every possible culture, race, creed always has good and bad examples. Why did he attack that with Shape Snatch? Oh, that's right, because in defense mode, it was copying his own deck leader. So he issued the attack and then it changed to the basic insect attack. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. You like feminine men. Oh, we're getting saucy. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, look, there's a bit of a stigma, but at the end of the day, it's its own niche. I mean, I think my problem is, I think I need to find a woman that likes a feminine man. That's not really a big list. And I also, you know, like, that means I don't know, more likely to end up finding, like, a lesbian or bisexual woman than a straight one. I was just like, it's all things, like, in the 21st century, everyone is, like, alternative or has their own private interests or whatever. Sometimes they leak into real life, other times people hold it privately and very close to them. I'm not really too bothered. You know, as long as I don't have people knocking on my door and harassing my family and friends, I'm not really too bothered talking about a few things that people might have a weird comment on about. Yeah, a few people have asked if I'm trans, like, I asked my pronouns or anything, and I'm like, look, just say, like, it's so much easier if we just say that I'm Clovis, okay? That's, like, my internet first name. It's a mononym. It is essentially a vessel, okay? It is essentially just... It's so much easier to just... I just have a name, you know? Your most recent relationship. Is that the one that... So you broke up with the person since last talking to me? I mean, you don't have to talk about it here if you don't want, obviously. But... But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, the idea that if I, like, painted my nails in Saudi Arabia, like, would someone notice that and, like, arrest me and question me? You know, just like a rogue officer? Like, that's not really what I, want to do. More or less. Well, that is vague-ish. So has Weevil not taken any damage yet? Okay, then. Look, that's the thing. Like, I could call myself non-binary or pansec or this or that. It really doesn't matter, in my opinion. Unless it is helping you find your identity, it's not really a big deal. Something that you need to know is that no matter what you're doing, it should be helpful. She's been pretty shitty behind your back. Yeah, you have to get rid of those people, man. You have to. I've dealt with a couple of these before. When I'd moved out, the reason I moved back home was actually the main guy there was going to move out, and then someone who's just, like, crazy was going to move in. And at the time, it's weird because the two people there knew her way longer than I did, and I was the first person to realize how fucking psycho she was. Also, I think the player's dead now. But you can't... As sad as it is, you have to say goodbye to those people. If they're not willing to make a compromise and be nice to the people around you, they are not worth it. They are just not worth it. This is a pretty bad deck idea, I've got to say. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. The barrel dragon again. This is a really old deck. I don't know what the hell's the point of this. It's like a really, really bad variation of the speedrun deck I eventually made, but this will duel everyone. So we have a Labyrinth deck now. Why don't we go duel the Labyrinth guy? There we go. Wait, we stopped talking about monopolies. What's going on? Sorry. Isn't that painful? Isn't that painful? No Master Duel? What is Master Duel? Is that the real life Yu-Gi-Oh client? Honestly, I don't even know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, period. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, it is easy long-term to cut ties. And it sucks because, you know... What is this guy doing? Because you meet so many cool people in life, and then they just disappear. I've had so many online friends that everything just seems fine until one day they just decide they don't want to talk to me anymore. Like, they literally... Like... They just remove you or block you or just never respond to message again, and I'm just like... That's cool. I totally wasn't enjoying talking to you or anything. Like, you know, what the hell. Yeah, Master Duel, it's always funny because I did consider doing, like, Duel Link stream and this and that, but it would really be, like, you know, because it would be a kind of funny thing to do once, like a clusterfuck of just me failing and, you know, being a Yu-Gi-Oh boomer and complaining how weird the game is, but... I don't know. I don't even know what the hell these guys are doing. I guess we'll find out. Don't be afraid of cookies, they're tasty. But yeah, look, it's, I don't know, I have a very interesting history with, like, the trans stuff. Obviously, it's not really on my radar anymore. And also, part of my ego, or just how I see things, it makes it less lucrative over time. Because if I'm being 100% transparent, when obviously picturing myself changing, I would idealize myself as an attractive woman, otherwise I wouldn't make the change. As you get older, it's a bit harder to be attractive, just in general, so... I'm like, whatever. It would have been cool to be really nice looking, early 20s, but no. By the time it all goes through, I'm just gonna be looking like old and probably won't want to look at myself in the mirror anyways. You know. Oatmeal raisin. Oh, that sounds like the two worst things ever. Who the fuck put raisins in anything? It pisses me off. They're the worst things, man. They're so bad. I just don't get it. This is just War of the Labyrinth tanks, basically. With age comes beauty. Yeah, wisdom, but not beauty. Youth literally is wasted on the young. You look so good when you're so useless. And then by the time you're experienced, you're just like a grizzled veteran who's like way, way past physical peak. I mean, if I worked really hard and I was, like, really committed to things, you know what? I probably would have put a lot of money into surgery and stuff, and, but, especially, like, FFS is, like, imagine if you're not happy with it, what do? I think that's a big, scare tactic for me is just imagining something not working out the way I wanted to. When my main source of wanting to change was, like, just how much I hated myself, I was not ready to accept the hating myself after that change. I wouldn't know what to do. 2k calories. How many cookies are there? And that is just... Why would you do that? There's better cookie flavors than that, man. come on. Yeah, well, I would wait, but that'll be after our generation, unfortunately. Why should I watch Ghost in the Shell standalone complex? Why should I do that? I can barely watch a TV show on any given day. So, probably not going to watch this. Just tell me why I should watch it, and that'll be more interesting. Probably is better. Probably is more interesting, you know? Oh, look at this. He's in check. Oh, he's got 2 labyrinth tanks, so he's gonna put like a... He's gonna pull a move on him, man. Watch him. I love how he's established his own playing area, though. We made you smile. How? What did I do? Oh, competitor. This is why do you defend with a labyrinth tank, you dumbass? It's got the same attack. Ugh. Best cookies are Subway. Like, they're the double chocolate ones. Those are sick. Also, Melting Moments. They're fantastic cookies. Hey, Dream, how's it going? You missed the game? Well, it's back. In AI versus AI form. So you get to see the AI play against itself. Which is probably something you've never seen before. I'm not playing anything. I just put my hands behind my back the whole stream. But then I'd have to remove them, obviously, when I have to change the duel. Well, I wish you good luck with yours. As someone who I always wanted them. And it's an open secret. I've told people on stream this before, but look, I know the whole COVID thing's bullshit. I'm not saying people should enjoy wearing masks, but I actually personally do, because I get to cover up this part of my face that I don't really particularly like. So I thrive in this. I literally have gone out every day that we've had... That's interesting. Every day that we've had mask mandates, I've gone out of the house, and I'm more comfortable being seen like that. 15k saver, that's a lot of money. I've never had that much money at once in person. Net worth-wise, yes, but not total savings. Greco. I've never heard of that before. Is that like another sandwich place? Yu-Gi-Oh! So unfriendly to new players these days. Yeah, it is. It's just too high skill ceiling, this game. I actually have a decent amount of respect for this game, but it's just... look, this is just confession of a Dota 2 player. It has taken me, like, thousands and thousands of hours of Dota 2 to get at a level where I'm comfortable going into a game and I just know all the matchups and interactions and all that. I'm really not interested in starting that exact same process with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like 20 years past its peak, essentially. Yeah, I'm not rich either. I'm fucking far from rich. I will never be rich, period. It's a bougie lifestyle forever, you know. But yeah, I didn't know how much that stuff costs. I assume it was in the ballpark of 10 to, like, 10-ish. I didn't think it would cost that much. But it's always nice to have a buffer anyway. I saved the last few years, not to book a holiday, but just so I had money for a situation where I needed it. And it's actually come in handy. Just at the start of this year, I've just been doing a lot of stuff for me and myself, been spoiling myself a bit. And it's like, I could have just not saved money and I wouldn't have the option to do this, but instead I actually have the option to do this. Greco's known for pizzas. I definitely eat there then. I'll eat any pizza that is reasonable. Okay, reasonable, not like a crazy, stupid pizza. The Maritimes, feed me. You'll feed me poutine, so I didn't even need to do anything. You just do that for me. That's great. Here's the thing about poutine. Why does it have to be a Canadian thing? Like, why is it not a worldwide thing to just put gravy and cheese on chips? Like, it's not fucking rocket science. Literally every human who has eaten these things would agree that tastes good. But you can't buy it anywhere. You have to just make it yourself. Oh, you in New York, are you? I'd love to go to New York. And try all the pizza there. Oh my god, I've been binging these, like, terrible fucking videos, these Food Insider videos, man, and it's, like, the most iconic pizza in New York, and it's literally just, like, a random pizza shop. I have a love-hate relationship with these videos. They're so vapid that they're funny, and I appreciate that the entire comment section of videos is just always bagging out the host, or just, like, the shit factor of the videos. It's so funny. Wendy's here is different. We don't have Wendy's like the North America Wendy's. We have, it's like a stall that sells ice cream. Like, I'm not kidding. That's what they sell is ice cream and milkshakes, and you can maybe get a hot dog from there. But no Baconators, nothing like that, and no redhead girl. Yeah, well, yeah. Gravy on any form of potato, especially mashed potato and gravy. Oh, the other day I got KFC. They had no more bread rolls left, so I swapped the bread roll out for another small mash and gravy, and I just eat them with the spoon. The KFC mash and gravy, I love them. It's very tasty. Also, it's even tastier knowing that the gravy in KFC uses like all leftover bits of cooked chicken. That's how it gets all the flavor from it. It's funny because so many people get offended by this, or they don't believe it, or they think it's really gross. But in actual fact, like, all fast foods are doing all these tricks, and everyone's been eating them for years and years, and they're not that unsafe. Like, if they were unsafe, they wouldn't do them, because it's all regulated. It's all regulated. But yeah, the United States is very interesting. There are some states I would be very interested in going to. Other than that, I would not want to be there. And you might think, why the hell would I want to go to Ohio, right? But they got all these amazing theme parks and roller coasters, right? And in Australia, we have, like, nothing. Like, I'm not kidding. We've got fuck all. We have, like, literally one decent roller coaster in our entire state. And my state is, like, literally a third of the size of the United States. Half soy. Oh, yeah. All these do that. Soy protein or textured vegetable protein. You'll notice, like, if you ever see, like, expensive burgers and then cheap burgers, like an expensive chicken burger and then a cheap chicken burger, like, different price, it literally is because, like, the main reason would be, like, 90% of the time that the more expensive one is actual chicken breast fillet, and the cheaper one is, like, a chicken patty with, like, you know, soy protein, all these other additives, and whatever else they would add to it. New York to get a giant sandwich. Food in New York in general would be just great. New York is very interesting to me. It seems like such a vibe. Just everyone's busy. Everyone there seems really busy. It's a capitalist nightmare. I get it. You don't like capitalism. I'm sorry, but it's here to stay. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Alright, and yet again, another... None of these duels have ended, have they? Except one, I think? I don't know what the hell's going on now, but... Another transformation. Nice. And yeah, I know about the terrible healthcare. I would never go to America. No disrespect, but... You know, the last thing you want when your kid gets shot at a school is to have to pay the ambulance someone else called for you. That's America for you. I just can't believe that. Like, you go to the doctor, like, if you just got, like, you're not sure, like, you got a mole, you're not sure if it's going to be cancerous or not, you just want to get it checked, and he's like, no, it's not cancerous, but that'll be 200 US, thank you. Like, what the fuck? Because you know what happens? Then people don't go into the hospital and then they die. What kind of country does that? I'm sorry, but... People can talk shit about Australia all they want, but, I mean, free healthcare. Everyone should have a right to free healthcare. It's like free access to water, which is necessary for survival. I think Australia is the same, honestly. And it's funny because yeah, everyone's like, there's always like these mental health support services as well, and they're just never on. Like, they take days to get back to you, and it's like, if this guy was really down in the dumps, like, he's just gone by now. Like, I'm sorry to tell you. Meatball sub from Subway is pretty tasty. Ed is literally the only sub I buy from Subway. You know what? Effectively, it's an Italian cheeseburger. If you imagine the meatballs were like a long patty, it would be an Italian cheeseburger in like a sub bread. $400 for a routine checkup. How do you manage to save that much money when that shit happens? That's insane. America, high obesity rate. I mean, have you seen the food that they serve in that country, man? It's ridiculous. It really is. Like, wow. It's just absolutely insane. Exploiting the people for profit. No, that's life in general, my friend. Yeah, keep them uneducated and unhealthy. Yeah, it is. No, and then convince them that they have a psychological problem that will be solved with an expensive medication for the rest of their life. Yeah, that'll do them. That'll do them forever. They just fuck with people's heads. Yeah, I noticed this the other day. Yeah, like a small drink from McDonald's in the US is like large size here or in the UK or something. Your brother smash your finger in a door. I hope not on purpose. That doesn't seem very good. Oh yeah, but that's everywhere, Blair. They don't teach that shit here. No schools teach you how to pay tax. None of them do. That's not what school is for, apparently. Hey, it's LOL. Literally, League of Legends is in the chat right now. Yeah, I like, this is just ridiculous. $450. For nothing. What's the point of even going? That's fucked up. I would leave the country. $450 is a flight out of that fucking country. Like, come on. Fly to Canada, guys. It was an accident. Okay, cool. Monsanto. What is that? That sounds like an alcoholic drink, like a cocktail or something. Moscato? I don't know. Self-terminating plants. Wait, are we talking about, like, plants that grow or, like, a factory? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I really don't know. I don't even know what's happening here, I'm just gonna be honest. But it seems like eventually something's gonna happen. They own all the GMO soybean seeds. So what does this mean, guys? I'm sorry, but... I live under a rock, guys. You need to tell me things sometimes. Oh my god, what is going on? Don't tell me that this zero attack caterpillar is just going to be there forever attacking and... Dude, no. Oh, no, he's sandwiching. He's actually fucked now. Chat's great. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Look, I want people to feel comfy in the chat, because really, what else are we here for? We're here to be distracted and just have some fun. As the same, look, I know I can have some strong opinions sometimes, and part of that is, you know, I'm trying to entertain. I don't want anyone to get offended by anything that I say, because I don't want to offend people per se. And usually, generally, the stronger opinion I have on something is because it's more trivial, or I take myself less seriously, if that makes sense. Like, the strongest opinion that I have would be, like, nail color or something completely trivial like that. Boggy Biscuit. Hey. Sorry. You totally dozed off. What the hell would you do that for? Nah, welcome back. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Mike's a little quiet. No, it is, actually. It's very sensitive, and if I am a bit of a distance away, it's just pretty quiet. But if I'm this close, you can kind of, I don't know, maybe you can hear the microphone popping or something like that. And in general, I'm basically eating the foam if I do this. So yeah. Ideally, I would have a way better boom mic. This is like a cheap, crappy Amazon one. Alright. They said they didn't. Didn't what? Right, yeah. Lucy said she didn't sleep, so clearly she didn't sleep. You're back. What did you miss? Absolutely nothing. I think you're about to watch the end of a duel. You just missed the duel. There you go. I wasn't even paying attention anyway to the duel really until like the end there. And yeah, again, remember with the political spectrum is that right wing and left wing, just remove everything but the words themselves. You have two parties that think they're right and they are constantly in the balance and fight for power and the battle of being right, essentially. Not right as in right-leaning, I mean correct. And not everyone can be correct. The reason why we have two... I don't know anything about politics or anything, but the reason I'm assuming why we have two political parties is it just narrows it down rather than everyone being too alienated. And really, like, the two political parties you have in any country are actually closer than they should be, probably. I know people say left-leaning or right-leaning, but there's always blurred lines with that. And yes, exactly, no one thinks of themselves as a bad guy, and... You know, for every, like, absolutely crazy redneck you encounter that just makes you not want to absorb that culture, there would be an American who was just born and raised, like, you know, religious, and he knew perhaps some people who were left-wing that he found were a negative influence on their life. So that person has a reason to stay on their side of the story as well. And all you can really do is just try to be open-minded and hear what people say so you can get a better... perspective and problem solve what your decision should be, because at the end of the day you're the one who makes decisions. Okay, so yeah, the plane's going down, damn right. Social issue, virtue signaling. Everyone these days are virtual signaling because that's just humans in general. So yeah. You are bad. You like to piss in the shower. Again, you gotta respect the fact that I'm trying to be very patient with people when I don't know if you're trolling. I don't know who you are. I don't know your intent. If you're gonna say stuff like that, you might want to get familiar with me before you say things like that. Because I'm just gonna start thinking you're taking the piss, and I don't appreciate that, personally. Just saying straight up. If we were talking about showers, then sure, but we weren't. You are? You're trolling? Whatever. Hide user on the channel. That works. Do you think we should be able to do anything and anything as I want, as long as it doesn't harm anybody else? Yes, precisely. And that's what I always thought, really. I'm just like... The reason why, like, a lot of right-wing get offended about, you know, gay, LGBT and stuff like that is that they're kind of worried that, I think their apprehension is based around sexual deviancy. Probably is just really old naysay, old boomer crap, like they think they're gonna spread AIDS everywhere when that's not true, all this dumb stuff. But it's like... I don't know, my brain's fucking muddy as hell, I'm not gonna lie. Are we still doing this thing? I don't know. Because here's the thing, if I don't actually have this game on the screen, my viewership tanks completely. And then, if it tanks, there's no one to talk through, period. That's just the truth. Just the truth. What about the lowest debt cost possible? deck. And the funny thing is, you know, being diplomatic is a nice quality, but at the same time, sometimes I'm like, I wish I had more of my own opinion on things, you know? I think I've worked so much customer service and had to, like, force myself to be in a situation where I'm not uncomfortable with people to a level that I prefer to be open-minded and generally, rather than disagree with someone, try to find reasons to agree with them. I don't want to focus on this game at all, if I'm being honest. I literally just have this on the screen so I can chat. I'm not kidding, by the way, because otherwise, what you'd get is this, and then everyone would disconnect. It just happens. It always does. Just saying. What are we doing here? So I got the lowest deck cost deck, and we're going to verse the highest deck cost that exists in the game. You're going to buy Konami and remake the game. Okay, Microsoft. You do that. I'm the white rose, am I? No, I'm the red. What do we want to use for this? Why don't we give like chakra? That'd be funny. I can Glavion. I can actually. I could even do this. It's just, do you guys really need me to be that big on the screen? I don't know. Maybe not. Whoosh! Widespread ruin. So dramatic. You don't want to go to camp on the weekends. What camp is it? I hope it's not some, like, terrifying camp. I've read some bloody horror stories about, you know, boarding schools and stuff. And I really don't get it. Like, it's terrifying. It's that it really taps into my morbid curiosity. You know, everyone has, to a degree, they like things that incite negative emotions. People watch docos on serial killers. Who watch documentaries, or naturally are drawn towards something like a natural disaster or like a fight that happens. And, what the hell was I even talking about? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh! Okay, oh no, I get it. I saw your comment now, yeah. Yeah, the whole camps and indoctrination thing, like, that stuff's just terrifying. It really is. Also, Nikki, you in the Discord. I always wonder that because I see a few people with, you know, female avatars, blah, 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 and sometimes they have, like, certain profile, they say pronouns or whatever. So I know I've got a few LGBT people in my server, but yeah. I don't really get the serial killer ones either, but I know why people like them. I know why people like them. The point why people watch this stuff and, like, you know, the whole morbid curiosity and everything is that it prepares you for those situations. So, by watching more serial killer things, you get an insight on patterns of people who are deceptive or whatever. Well, the JCS criminal psychology, they're interesting, but they're also very hard to watch. Because there's nothing, like... Obviously, they're very intriguing, but there's really no joy to get out of hour-plus-long documentary about, like, some woman that murdered her, or attempted to murder her parents. Like, there's just no joy to get out of that. So it's hard. It's a hard sell to watch this stuff. Really. That's just when I go to, like, yeah, Gordon Ramsay or something. And just watch him shit-talk food. With a bunch of sound effects in the background. This guy's just dead. Look at him. He did the combo. It took him 8 turns, but he did Ryoku twice, and now he's going to do Tremendous Fire, and it's just going to be over. Yeah, he had no chance whatsoever there. Hey, we got an AI duel in, guys. Oh yeah, sometimes the AI, they don't click off this box straight away. So you can wait for it, and it has like a fail-safe. Again, this game isn't actually, it's not designed, sorry, it's designed badly, but the engineering and craft behind it, like, see, I didn't touch that. That's the AI acknowledging that the screen is stuck. So it just hits X. Like, that's a thing that's in the game. I didn't do that. Yeah, I'll send you an invite. I just didn't know if you were in it before. This will be a week-long link. So if anyone wants to join the Discord, join it. It's quite dead, but obviously you can see me there if you ever want to DM me in Discord about the game or whatever. There you go. Okay, let's find another door, shall we? Have we? Was I rude? I apologize if I was. What is your name on Discord? The thing is, again, I don't really know people until I know them, so I can have a pretty thick skin. And I'll be the first to admit I can be abrasive. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit and say that I'm nice to everyone, because I'm not. I'm just not. Hey, Zod. Yeah, welcome back. Where did you go again? What were you doing? It was someone else who had the meeting. Romo Fett. Have I? Is that? Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. And I wasn't rude to you, thank God. Thank God. I didn't think I would have been, so yeah. Usually it's the people that just come in, they haven't read tutorials or watched any of my videos, and they just want me to answer all their questions for them and just basically wipe their ass for them. Those are the people I'm not so nice to, because I do not get paid to sit here and be people's help resource for the game. People pay me, I get ad revenue from YouTube, which I literally only claim because it's free real estate. I mean, why wouldn't you? Yay, I'm glad. I'm very, very glad. Have I considered additional leader abilities? With all due respect, please tell me how I'm supposed to program them. Welcome back, Vintal. But yeah, there's a thing people don't really understand about me and this channel, right? I don't really know anything about computer programming whatsoever. I'm not a magician. I don't magically move things or decide one thing in the game is going to be done. The game is the way it is. We have the information that we have. There are tons of limitations. And basically, Redux, why I'm really glad Redux is out now is because that is literally everything we could have done sensibly without breaking our backs and hating life, we did in Redux. You went grocery shopping, awesome. I actually like the mundane things like grocery shopping, I'm not kidding. Yep, I'm just a little humble Clovis, just trying to live in a Clovis world. Don't take that too seriously. But yeah, no, seriously, like, to create new things essentially in the game is just not really on the radar. Everything in Redux was done by changing values. That's all we did. Like, you would change the value of an AI to a different AI and change the contents of their deck to different cards. And then, by doing all this, we made an entire new experience of the game. And that's probably as far as we're gonna push it, realistically. Do I have any pets? No, but I am a cat person, and I would like a cat, actually. But now's not the time. I think I need to focus on myself before getting a cat or anything like that. But I've only had one dog, and it was not the best experience. Just to save a whole description, the dog just wasn't 100% healthy. So yeah, that's all I really need to say. I think it's a bit sad. Yeah, that's the thing. I even linked Axiom's video one day, not because I actually was just like super happy there was a remake of this game. I mean, I don't really care much about a remake of this game, but literally because I wanted people to ask him about, or talk to him and have conversations with him about the remake or whatever, because he's the one what it's actually relevant to, you know. Yeah, Redux is basically new duels and quality of life stuff. There's some, like, there's some anti-quality of life, but at the end of the day, the card collection thing is like, you know, it's up to you how much time you want to take, and at the end of the day, you can just get an all cards SD file anyway, so whatever. Yeah, like, Redux is the game at the limit, basically, and I'm not kidding. I'm glad people acknowledge Redux, because we literally made an entire new game experience just by changing hex values for other hex values. Like, that's literally all that's changed from the original game. It's like a Midgie flying. It just landed like on my eye and flew away. Great. It's brilliant. I love it. What are we doing here? Deck. Deck. I'm gonna do like a Redux Seto deck. We'll put it in 3 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Why the hell not? Let's do 3 of Mystical Elf. Pretty good selection of monsters already. Look at that. 16. Cool. Bright Castle. Where the hell here is this? Yeah, there really is. Anything that was realistically achievable within this community is kind of done already. Like, no offense, but I don't expect any major developments in modding tools in this game. It literally took us, like, 20 years to get decent modding tools, which Blair made all of them. And just consider, like, again, like, actually just take a step back and consider how Redux happened. Like, it was actually just a pure fucking fluke. Like, that was a pipe dream for the longest time. The fact that it happened is actually bizarre. I'm still... Like, I don't think anyone really understands how bizarre, and, like, even, you know, COVID and lockdown actually enabled this, because the 4 of us were basically now locked in our houses and we had nothing to do. And it also was around the same time that I quit work, and after, like, a job I worked 7 years, and, you know, I could have booked a holiday, I could have done this. And you know what I did, guys? I sat in my room, I play tested Redux, and I just made, with Blair's modding tools, I just worked on Redux every night for months. And that was the end of the year 2020. I mean, look, realistically, I'm not too bothered. I'm happy being born with male. Because, you know, I've taught myself male is not a dirty word. Like, it's just not. Male, female, same shit. Except they're not. Except maybe, I don't know, can we say females are more attractive than males as a rule of thumb? I don't know, I think that personally, but that makes sense, right? What are we doing here? What actually are we doing? Some cheap deck cost cards. Should have gotten paid for it. Got paid for what? Again, sorry, it's not anyone but myself. I actually forget what I say because I just ramble on. Pay-wise, though, actually, look. To be honest, I think I've gotten more than enough money from YouTube that I never expected I would get. It has paid for all of the consoles and money that I've invested into the channel, and that is more than enough for me, because I never expected to have that money. Yes, Nikki, I know you're trans femme. I've heard you type this a few times. It's okay. I get it. No offense, but I get the point. Also, why would anyone cancel me anyway? How do you cancel me? I don't even have a Twitter. I'm not even on Instagram. You could only cancel my YouTube channel, and all my YouTube is Duelists of the Roses. It's just like this 20-year-old game, and we're just having our own little nerdy chat. Like, who's going to cancel that? I don't actually think I'm cancelable, really. I mean, you know. I'm not saying I'm an angel, but I don't think I've done anything beyond moral reproach in my lifetime. Yo, that's good. I'm glad you did that, Zod, because, really, I hate talking up myself. I really do. But this is the one thing that I'm happy about that I made, and it's Redux. It really is an achievement. It's like my baby, because I put so much thought into it. And what I wanted to go for was Duelists of the Roses. It's like you're playing Duelists of the Roses for the first time again. So you have to figure everything out yourself, and I've crafted it in a way that I personally think, you know, the way the difficulty goes and the way you navigate through the game and all this experience is good for a experienced player to experience the game again. So, it is actually, honestly, I would recommend to just play it in your own time and try to only ask questions if you're, like, genuinely stuck. And if you need to ask questions, ask me, because I like to curate answers that won't spoil anything crazy for you. I'm very passionate about helping people, obviously. And then I get offended when people help in a way that I don't like, you know, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. That's what I mean, Fruit Dragon. Like, what are you going to cancel, you know? I have no reach. I can't even reach my webcam. I can, but I was trying to make the joke work. Alright, see you later, Bob. Have a good one. In nature, males are more attractive. No, I disagree. Women are just, like, innately attractive to men. It's not the same the other way around. I think men have to be a bit more... I think men have to try a little bit harder to attract a partner. Maybe I'm wrong. It's easy to say as someone who hasn't really attracted anyone. But, yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing. Why, actually, you know what? Why don't we do something like... Don't worry about the black screen, I'm still here. Let's see. I think I did some AI duels not too long ago. I'm not dead. Sorry. These are all short. I wish I could put them up like a lot of the time, but you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna put up background footage. Hey, look, it's me. Wait. Here it is. Hey, it's me. So this is just, I'm not playing the game. It's just something for you guys to look at or pretend we're playing while we talk about stuff until I get bored and eventually stop. You're from the Maritimes? Really? What? What? Yeah, let's get into the Jordan Peterson psychology, man. Define attraction. Attraction is an emotion. Animals feel, I wouldn't call attraction. Look, I'm probably not well versed to answer this question, but animals do have colorful features that are designed to elicit certain emotions, whether it's attracting someone or warning them like they're a predator or whatever. I didn't either, Zod. That's why you can tell I'm pretty annoyed in that video. I was pretty salty that I had to make that video because Thoughts and I, we spent all this time making this readme. We followed through our own instructions to guarantee it worked if you followed each instruction. And then all people did was ask, how do you install it? Where's the install video? Blah, 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 blah. So I made it. And because I needed a disc tray, I had to use my laptop, but my laptop, OBS screen record, doesn't work, and I don't know why. It's just one of those computer problems that's just impossible to fucking problem solve. So, if you watch that video, you'll see at the start that I literally have my laptop up there with an Elgato that I set up on this computer, my computer I'm using now, with my laptop plugged in there, and then, like, a webcam sticking out of this, like, and I was literally standing, like, here, where my hand is, and my laptop's there, doing, like, going through the entire install process, which was literally just, like, I was basically reading it for people and following the instructions myself. I was basically doing what the person watching the video should be doing anyway. Did I use a mod? For what? Told me, sir. Told me about what? You see, there's a difference between me knowing something and me not wanting to accept it. Yo, here's my take. You say animals don't have gender. Obviously, I'm saying gender and sex interchangeably, which is not how people agree it works. I personally just have given up on the idea of gender. I think at this point, and the way it's going to develop further in the future, it's going to become such a wide spectrum, you cannot define anything. And you just have the sexes of male or female, and then you just do whatever the fuck you want. I personally think it will be better that way. The less labels, the better, I personally think. That's just my take. No, I'm actually in Australia. I was born in the UK. I was born in London, actually, but I've not lived there in 20-something years. Almost. Probably like 23 years. Not since I formed memories. Yeah, I know people want a video, but I mean, fucking hell. I made it, so... it was pretty bad, but I made it. And it helped people, so that's good enough. I don't know anything about Boris Johnson other than he looks strange. I really don't. That's Sengenjin, 1875 attack. What a body. Yeah, well, exactly, Zod. I work customer service at the casino, so I was dealing with not just idiots, but idiots face-to-face that were drinking alcohol and gambling where they're going to lose money. And I put up with that shit for 7 years on night shift. And I'm still getting over it. I'm not going to lie, like, I do not want to work hospitality or customer service ever again. If you guys caught my last few streams that I did in the, maybe almost a year ago, it was early last year. But I really lost my shit. I just had no patience anymore. Because when I realized that, like, I don't have to be nice to people anymore, like, I'm not getting paid for it, it's so liberating. And it makes me feel weird, like, all that time, I just basically was getting paid to just basically be nice to people who didn't deserve it. And it's just a very... Once you have that view or that perspective, it's like, you can't really keep doing that. Some of my favorite 3D models in the game, Skull Knight. Good question, actually. Lamoon. I was thinking about, like, deck leaders. Wait, free alcohol? What? So he put free alcohol at a party for a political party. Hey, look, it's Panic! I thought he was trapped in the video game, but he's here now, apparently. Hello. Have you been having fun playing trap cards and moving around and random stuff and time-stealing your own monsters, or what? I think it should be, because that's how it's trending, and people are only going to learn more and more and more about it. And if you ask me, I think the prime reason why people choose to identify something different is because they're not happy with their actual classification. So if we had less classifications, there will be less to think about and less to argue about. And if I'm being, like, I know the reason why this stuff is so important is because identity is important. But I think at the moment, humans as a race actually think, like, we're... I was gonna say, what's going on? I'm not doing this, but it was a video. I was like, wait a minute. Was that the AI doing that? But I was like, no. Yeah, Dark Magician of Chaos. I mean, does he really look that cool? He's wearing kind of... I don't know if I like his clothing at all. I'm just gonna say it. Dark Magician has a pretty cool wizard's outfit. I actually like Dark Magician the way it looks. But... it's Dark Magician. Who the hell cares about that? Come on. Who cares about the most popular guy? Here's the thing, Zod. I don't mind working with people either, and I enjoy explaining things to the people, but I only enjoy explaining things to people who want to listen and learn more. Otherwise, it is the worst thing to do. Nothing... You know why I get so annoyed and toxic is because a lot of the times I get asked a question by someone who doesn't understand English, they won't understand the answer, so I just think... I just get frustrated. It's just like a trigger response because... I want to help this person, but it's just not possible because they're not going to receive my answer in the way I want them to interpret it. So yeah. Thousand Dragon can move 2 on Toon World and Ab up. On Redux mod, yes. That will be in the description below the video. Oh yeah, and here's another thing. Like, people who view on mobile, like, some of those viewers don't know to click show more on the description of a video to expand the contents of it. So I've literally had people say that my codes, like my Action Replay Max codes are wrong because they entered the first 2 lines without showing more and showing the entire list of descriptions. And it's like, it is not my job to spend my spare real time helping these people. Like, I just can't. Like, I just can't. As much as I want to help everyone, and that's why I get frustrated. Of course it's not my place to be authority on anything. Not even on this game, I shouldn't be the authority on this game. I'm gonna close the emulator now, because what's just playing right now is just footage that I recorded some time ago. With, no music again. Dark Magician Girl Creeper, I mean... She's just a generic girl, like... What is... She's just like the token female cute thing, I guess. So it's not really a massive surprise. And there's another thing, like, again, no disrespect, but I've had people ask me questions like, oh, how do you... You're cheating because your monsters have more attack. Obviously, they say it in way less understandable English than that. But, first of all, that's literally a leader ability. Like, that's just something the game actually tells you is a thing, because you duel against duels to do that. But 2, they fail to notice that, like, I'm playing on a completely different board. Like, I go into Weevil, and the board's completely different, and, like... Those people don't say anything, and it's just like, these are not the people that I want to spend time helping with. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like... Again, considering this is just like a spare time thing, I am going to be selective and anal about it, so, yeah. New possibilities opening the door, and basically... All you can really do is walk so the future can run. I mean, apart from that, there's not much to be concerned about the future. Because you don't have to worry about that. It's nice to think about doing good things so the future's better, but by the time the future comes around, you know, we don't really have control over the way the world is. Just think about the next generation, like, these guys all growing up in lockdown. So, these guys are all gonna have the same problems we do, but, like, amplified, because, you know, all of these, like, shelter people playing video games and spending time on the computer and stuff. And honestly, I feel like... It's going to take humanity a few generations minimum to fully grasp, like, the effect that everyone being on the internet, everyone has. Like, I don't even think we begin to understand this stuff now. But it's changed the world entirely. Every person that lives, that has access to the internet, has a voice and is capable of reaching the world with barely any resources. I think Mirror Wall is more useful than Mirror Force for defeat higher attack enemy. What do you think? Well, Mirror Force literally will kill anything in attack mode, even if it has 9,999 attack. So, I don't know. It depends. Mirror Wall is permanent. Mirror Force is not. It lasts one time. An alternative is just bringing out a monster that has 5,000 attack and the enemy will never beat it. Like, I know what question you're asking, but when it comes to this game, it's like, whatever card you like more is a better one, honestly, because you can beat this game with, like, a toenail if you wanted to. I like that too, and I'm glad you do that and don't just tell the customer they're wrong, because I hate, like, I go into my own doctor, or, like, I went into a psychologist and I literally explain shit to them and, like, no, that's not how this works, and I'm just like, I literally know how this shit works. I don't care if you're qualified and I'm not. I literally have looked at trusted sources and gathered all this information to give you to help you. And you're telling me, no, you're wrong. I'm just like, I'm trying to make your fucking job easier. Easier. But no. Be the change you want to see the world. Exactly! Exactly. That's why you always gotta have your nails painted, clearly. Why do I watch every battle? This is just footage that's playing in the background. The battles are up so that you can hear the animations and everything. And the animation sounds while the music's disabled. That's literally it. Yeah, see, you've never heard this before. Look at this. Oh. 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 Yeah, gone. It's like, because when you see a name like Hookdoi Mishvi and it types something strange and you think it's a bot, it's like, even if it's not a bot, is it really a massive loss? Yeah, our company was the same. It's all about the customer. Or when I worked, it was a resort complex, so you had no choice but to eat their garbage, basically. And yeah, I can't believe I did that for so long. I think it really affected my psychology, and I'm still getting over it. Yeah, but there's like 100 plus Pegasus counter cards. Gale Dogra, yes, these cards are useful for giving you information on what the enemy monsters are, but if you know the game well enough, you know exactly what the enemy, or a rough approximation of what the enemy is playing anyway, and you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, and it sucks, right? Because that's psychology in general, right? You sit and you do nothing, you hate yourself for ages, and then you find out, like, what depression is, what anxiety is, all this and all that, and then you're like, oh, cool, so I found this information on Wikipedia or whatever. Now I'm going to go to a psychologist or psychiatrist, depending on what treatment you're getting, blah, 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 and I'm going to get closure to what I have. And then you fill out a form, and it just says stuff like, have you felt sad recently, and shit like that, and it's really kind of, like, patronizing. So you fill in the form, and it ticks all the boxes, and then the doctor, like, looks at the sheet and looks back, and it's like, oh, yeah, it looks like you have depression. And I'm just like, I knew this for fucking, like, since I was 7 years old, motherfucker. Like, just fucking help me already. And then it takes some months, and you gotta pay hundreds of dollars, and you get an SSRI that does absolutely nothing, because it doesn't change the way you think, it doesn't change your mindset. And, yeah, so, you know, you end up feeling even stupider than you thought. So, yeah. It's great fun, you know, trying to get help. Everyone's like, just get help, you know, go get a counselor, go get a therapist. And it's like, sure, I will pay for a human being to listen to crap that I have to say. Like, you know what I mean? What does a therapist do for you that a good friend doesn't? Please, feel free to answer that question. It's a trick question. Someone calls you as the internet doesn't work and they start talking about what they found on Google, giving the details. Oh, right. Yeah, that happens, with the Lenovo tech support thing. I literally told him every fucking detail you would possibly need to know as a tech support service guy. And he would just reply with, like, the shit that the script said for him to tell me to do. Like, I told him that I literally couldn't use my computer because it was blue screening on login, and he was telling me to log into my computer and download Lenovo bloatware and, like, update the computer. And I'm just like, you motherfucker, like, oh my god, whatever. You get the idea. I still gotta fucking pay the dude who fixed my computer. I'm gonna be picking it up tomorrow. I'll remember by tomorrow, probably. I'm sure he's not bothered. I'm usually on time. See, that's interesting. That's Deckmaster K AI there on the Invitation to a Dark Sleep playing the Swords Revealing Light. He does activate it. Donde se descarga esa version? I have no fucking idea what that says, because I only speak English, and I've never ever spoken a language other than English. So I don't know what to say to that, I'm sorry. Yeah, look, I know therapists offer you solutions and, like, coping mechanisms, but these are available in, like, YouTube tutorials, and they're just as insightful. It's just ridiculous. Glad you haven't had to see a doctor in years. Yeah, I haven't been proper sick in a long time. Last time I went there was probably... Oh yeah, I got some lump checkers behind my ear, but it's not growing, so he says it's fine. So I just have this, like, weird lump, tiny little lump behind my earlobe. But it's just there. Watch YouTube for about 3 years and I seem pissed off, like, all the time. Well, it might just be because I'm a neurotic person. Have you thought about that before? You know, maybe from my side of things, I'm actually doing very well considering my life circumstances. So, yeah, think about that. Alright, see you later, Nikki. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be streaming, but, yeah. Like, if the chat dies, I'm just gone. Completely. So, yeah. That's all I have to say about why I'm annoyed all the time. And, yeah, feel free to watch any of the videos where I'm not pissed off and see that I'm actually happy, because they exist. Feel more than welcome to watch any of the videos where I'm actually smiling and enthusiastic, because there's probably at least 100 of those videos, maybe. Maybe. Alright, enjoy your food. Whatever food you're grabbing. You said you did grocery shopping, right? So, I don't know if you're making yourself some food. Food, guys. I've eaten twice. I'm not gonna be eating again, but food's always a great chat. Because everyone eats food. Everyone can have a conversation about food. It's always a good go-to. So, yeah. You can listen, can't you? I wish I had more to say. I feel like I'm running out of gas. It's usually after a few hours of streaming, I run out of things that I want to talk about. And if the chat slows down... Again, it's not chat's responsibility, but I mean... Purely, the stream is all about the interaction. And... if I say something that... You know, if a viewer comes in and they bring up a topic, and then I talk about it, that's engaging for both of us. But, for example, if I bring up a topic, not everyone particularly wants to talk about that topic. Do I cook? Occasionally, yes. Not as much as I should. But I can cook. I understand how cooking works, which I know that seems vague. Like, I've worked in a kitchen, and I understand, like, cooking techniques and methods to a pretty decent degree. But I honestly don't have too much experience purely because I'm lazy. That's the honest truth. You ever defeat Grandpa because he summoned Exodia? That's impossible. Because AI never opened up his card before he went to duel. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Tacos, I think tacos are overrated, but this is signed by someone who lives in Australia, and we don't have any... Like, there's rarely any Mexican food, and even then, like, I actually like Mexican food, but it's not tacos. I just don't rate them as much as... Fajitas, like, they're way better. Fajitas are sick. I really like fajitas a lot. Probably my favorite Mexican food. Like, I don't really like nachos. I don't really like nachos that much. I don't hate them. Like, I'd eat them if they were there. But I would never, like, go to a restaurant and buy nachos. Like, I would buy, like, fries or a loaded fries or something over nachos. If it's the same equivalent sort of snack. Again, just personal preference. As with tacos, I prefer soft tacos. So I'd rather just, like, yeah, a wrap. Like, yeah, fajita. A fajita. Welcome back, and you brought food. As any for me? What food did you get? Yeah, I love how everyone has their own bread. The same with, like, you know, the naan bread or whatever. Like, a kebab wrapped up in that. Delicious. Chicken fajitas. I do like beef, but I think for fajitas and wraps and stuff like that, I prefer chicken. Chicken has to be my most eaten meat, period, for sure. Maybe even my most eaten food. Well, actually, no. My most eaten food, if there was one, would be just potato, because I eat potato literally every day. I'm not kidding. Like, I'll just have fries or, like, some other form of fried potato for dinner. It is a good go-to. Fills you up. Cheap. Tasty. Texture. You can do anything with them. Potatoes are magical. Chaz getting hungry. Yes, they are. I'm not getting too hungry. It's fine, though, because hungry is good, because I need to eat more. I need to gain a bit of weight. I don't need to, but it will be nice. It'd be nice to gain a bit of weight and bulk up and all that, but it takes so long. It's so much effort. Leftovers. Actually, pretty good leftovers. Cabbage. I actually really rate cabbage. The trick to cabbage is you cook it to a point of, like, burning, pretty much. Like, proper browning, not like charcoal, but you pretty much overcook the cabbage in salt, pepper. I believe you add garlic. You would, right? Salt, pepper, and garlic just makes any vegetable better. But like cabbage, like, it's seriously so delicious. It's insane. I'm not just making, like, this isn't a crazy thing. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, Brussels sprouts are the best. I think if anyone who likes savory foods and, like, meat, if you overcook cabbage and it's, like, salted and you eat it like that, it is actually divine. I cannot believe how good it tastes. Yes, like, literally caramelized. It actually makes my mouth water thinking about it, even though I'm not hungry, and that actually is just crazy. So definitely try it one day. Cookies. Yeah, but you can't eat cookies for meals all the time, so maybe I have to skip out on that one. Yeah, try it one time. It's a happy little accident if that's how you go about it. But yeah, that's the way that I have eaten cabbage. That's the way my mother cooked it always. And it cooks down because obviously there's a lot of water content that you get rid of. But, oh my god, I could literally just eat a whole bowl of it. It is just... Oh, so good. I need to just do it myself one day because it's really not rocket science. And the best thing is, like, you know, as it's cooking, you can taste a bit by bit as you go, and then you will start to see, like, when it gets to that really savory point, you can just take it off and eat it like that when you're ready, just when it tastes good. So it's very, very handy. Coal cannon. No, I have not. And kale. I don't think I like kale. But, this does sound like something I would enjoy, actually. There's a couple things I'm seeing here, actually, and they've put a bit of bacon in it. That looks really good. I think that bacon does a lot. I don't rate bacon that highly, but little, like, the cooked, crispy, crunchy little bits of bacon in, like, potatoes and stuff like that is very, very good. Steak. Of course. I need to do steak more. I want to get more protein overall. More red meat would be good. My iron levels are never really that high, so yeah. Would be nice. I know it seems like I'm doing something really weird with my finger. I'm spinning around a hair tie. I don't know, what if I do this? Sha! Now it's not in my hand anymore. Cabbage or kale. Well, I'm picking cabbage then. Fuck kale. I don't hate kale. I mean... I just don't rate it, I guess. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, what don't you like about red meat? I like red meat. I like, yeah, steak, rib. Anything but, like, a generic chop. I don't really like chops. I don't know why. It's not that I don't like pork. It's just chops specifically. But, ribs, man. What a food. Like, they're just... Best meat you can get are just ribs. So tasty. So, so, so good. Ribs with a nice sauce on them on a bed of chips. Oh, sorry, fries for our American friends. If any of them are even on right now. Rids. Yeah, rids, I love them. Alright guys, anything more to talk about? I am thinking of wrapping the stream up soon. I'm not in a rush, don't worry, but I definitely am running out of streaming energy. Running out of things to do. Yeah, I know what you typed, don't worry. I really like the taste and texture. A bit of a shame. I mean, chewy meat is just the worst thing ever. It really is. But tender meat is just the best thing ever. Like, rendered fat as well. Oh. Give it to me now. I made Japanese curry the other week, and the best part, the most pleasant surprise was actually when there was just a bit of fat on the meat, like a tiny bit of fat on the meat that had been rendered down from being cooked long enough. Just the taste is just... Oh, man. Like, the taste of just rendered meat fat is just insanely good. Ever considered to go to college? Yes, actually. I might be doing that this year. I actually have a certification in hospitality, but I don't want to be in the hospitality industry anymore. So I'm going to be seeking a different course of study this year and hopefully get a new line of work. Oh, that's the end of the video, is it? Well, there you go. Maybe that's good timing. So why don't we do the wind down here? I mean, I'm not in a rush to go, honestly. I know the viewer count's just gonna fucking plummet heavily now. So if anyone's still here who wanted to say anything, let me know. There you go, Zero. You came in at the perfect time for me to wrap things up. So if you wanted to say anything, now's the time. It is almost 2 a.m., so probably, I don't know, maybe 2 a.m. is a good time for me to log off, so that's 10 minutes from now. What about Leroy Jenkins? I don't know, I'm not playing World of Warcraft. What is going on? Yeah, it has been fun. I did enjoy it, so thank you very much, so far. I don't mind lingering around a few more minutes to chat, answer a few questions, maybe. But after that, I probably will disappear, and I don't know when I'll be streaming again. This was a completely unplanned stream. I think I just kind of wanted to do something, you know, at this time of night, because normally I just default to just watching YouTube videos and do nothing anyway. And alright, I'm getting the Discord link. There you go. That expires in a week, but yeah. I've streamed up till like past 4 or 5 in the morning in previous streams before. I've done like more than 10-hour streams. But yeah, it's almost 2 a.m. It is literally 1:51 in the morning. What's on my shirt? Good question. Queen of Pain from Dota 2, which is actually also my background. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Well, that's her in like a different cosmetic item. Ooh, yeah, that's better. So it's a Queen of Pain shirt. It is, it's not an official one. I think it was like third party with like an agreement or joint thing. I actually needed new shirts, so I bought some recently from a department store. Because I needed new shirts. And I want to buy hangers to hang shirts up, because there's no point ironing them and leaving them folded up on top of each other and then they just crease under their own weight. I'll show you one of the shirts I bought, actually. Just because peanuts. There you go. So I showed my token shirt. So yeah. Anyone else have anything to say before we head off? I will say see you later to Blair. And yeah, before I disappear, if there's anything anyone wants to say, now's the time. If you had a question or whatever about the game. Or me, because I'm narcissistic. Oh, thank you very much, Johan. Yeah, go ahead. This might be a good time to split then. Everyone seems to be going out doing their own thing. It is almost 2 in the morning for me. So everyone who came into the stream, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't know when the next stream will be, but I was in a good mood, so I decided to stream. So, yeah. Thanks everyone for joining me. I don't know what even the future of the channel is either, like if I'm still going to be doing a lot of videos on this topic or whatever. But I still need to figure out what the hell is going on in real life, and that's a priority. Just to say this at the end, no one's even really here anymore. But, yeah, at the moment, I'm just focusing on just real life stuff. And YouTube, it hasn't been a priority, like, it hasn't been #1 priority for a while now, and it probably won't be that way unless I decide to change content up and make all these more elaborate videos. I've always liked the idea of doing that, but I also am in a rut, like, of just not really putting in effort and not knowing exactly what I want to do. So I still need to figure out a lot of stuff and then come back stronger. Otherwise, you'll just see the random occasional Duels of the Roses videos as you have been seeing for the last year. So, yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I will see you guys. Have a good night or day, whatever it is, evening, blah, blah, blah. Please enjoy it.